When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back to time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Cole. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Cole. It's Tingle and Cole. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Cole. What up, Lord? What up, Lord? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back to time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Cole. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Cole. It's Tingle and Cole. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Cole. What up, Lord? What up, Lord? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back to time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Cole. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Cole. It's Tingle and Cole. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Cole. What up, Lord? What up, Lord? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back to time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Cole. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Cole. It's Tingle and Cole. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Cole. What up, Lord? What up, Lord? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym.
All right, good morning and welcome in to this Tuesday morning's show as we close out the final week of the transfer portal being open. I appreciate everybody getting in here, starting your morning with us. Glimmer, Fonz, Tom, Slat, Chef, the Raging Poon, Exo, Carl Dunn, Spivey, Cordell, Brian, Sabrion, everybody that got in here with us early this morning. We appreciate it. Starting your morning with us. Lloyd,
Yes.
Christian, good morning, sirs. How are we doing?
Doing pretty W.
Oh, okay.
Turn that mic back off. Yeah, mute that. How was Michael last night?
Excellent. We are on Baby Watch for both of them. So that show might not exist anymore. We have the... Not for me. I mean, it's not my show. It's not called Lloyd
No,
Up.
I'm saying it was on Baby Watch for Lloyd.
Oh, no.
No.
I would eradicate that if it were.
But of course, congratulations.
It's for the greater
to
good.
Jared
Nobody
Mitchell,
wants
to
that.
Mikey
Nobody.
Mata.
Yes, they are not eradicating. They are birthing. They are continuing the life cycle, the homeostasis of the planet Earth.
There you go.
I will not say the names of the children that they have
But they're gonna be
decided. One
players.
is very fucking cool. And it's not Mikey's.
Can't wait. I just can't wait till that commitment announcement comes through in about 18 years from today.
So 2046 is 20 years away.
So it's 2020. So we need
42?
2044.
2044. Well,
Be
early
18
commitment. We're
would be-
getting to.
Okay, yeah. 2042.
I can't wait for Mikey's kid to play the piano.
There you go.
Oh, there's a lot wrong with that.
Kristen's little brother's a pianist.
My little
Yeah.
brother plays the piano.
I saw
Does a
videos
pretty
of
good
him.
job.
Yeah, he's cool. He's
No,
definitely heavier than the rest of us.
he has got a fat face.
He does.
I was shocked.
See, I got that weight when I was like 12, 13,
That's how old he is.
but he's always had it. Like he's 11 and he has it. That's a year early, and he's always had that weight.
You still believe in the Easter Bunny?
But this is what's gonna happen.
This was the last year of Santa. If he still believes in the Easter Bunny,
what's
he's putting
wrong with
on.
him?
If you
I don't think he does. I think he's putting on.
if you could get him to be an athlete, he could when he gets into high school. He could be.
He was
But
wearing a
he'll only
headband
be
to
like
basketball
5'9"
practice.
now. What?
He was wearing a headband to basketball practice.
Oh, I mean, but he's a little kid though. Like he does that
Everybody
weird
did
shit.
that.
11's not
You're
a little
wearing
kid.
a sock hat right now.
I'm an adult male.
You're right.
Yeah,
He also wears,
cool
like,
as
a leg
shit.
sleeve
Shout
when he
out
plays,
to
so.
Buddy's company.
There you go. Shout out. It is a sick sock hat.
Thank you.
If you're gonna wear a sock hat, it needs to be a cool sock hat.
And anything
Beanie,
beanie boy,
Beanie, toboggan.
balaclava.
baklava.
Don't forget, every single day our show is brought to you by FanDuel. Shout out to our friends over at FanDuel. Every single show, every single episode, if you're listening to it on podcast,
Smell that
is
shit.
brought to you by FanDuel. And we talked about it last night, or yesterday morning, about last night. Was the line we threw out there was under 38.5 for the Texans Steelers, betting on that Texans defense. And guess what happened? It was a disgusting football game
That was disgusting.
for all four quarters, but it's because that undercashed. Under 38.5. I sweated a little bit at the end. The Texans decided they wanted to start scoring.
It was 7-6
they
for
jumped-
a long time.
When they got that pick six, I was like, wait, I had to start doing the math because I was like, this might be close to 38.
Because it's one of those gambling wise where you go, not gonna look at it anymore.
Right.
Feel good about it, and when you feel good, you should feel.
Yeah,
awful.
with 7-6 going into the fourth, it's like, oh, cuz 38.5, we're chilling. It's
No,
13.
I'd pull up some highlights of Sam Leavitt.
Right, and then all of a sudden they get a scoop and score. It was 2 defensive touchdowns.
Roger's done.
Yeah, we were watching the game last night, and it was like witnessing history. Like, this is the end of Raj. It was the last game.
You know when it hit me? When he took off the hand warmer. It looked like a dismissal of like this. I think this is it.
That's not me. It's over.
It
was crazy to kind of witness it, and it's just odd watching it in a Steelers uniform.
Yeah, it was fun though for a little bit.
It was.
I'm glad he
It
made
was.
the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm glad he found a spot and he played another year. But it's odd. Like when you look back in 10 years, when we look back at it,
God,
it'll
the
be
junk
like,
science he's gonna get into. What is he gonna do with his time?
That's the scary part.
It's gonna be Joe Rogan's fucking
next,
co-host.
What's next for
Probably
Raj?
podcasting, huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
A lot of
Raj,
drugs.
We can help you out.
Well, yeah, come on, Raj. This way.
Oh yeah, there is a wave of new podcasters that are taking DMT and live streaming their experience.
Oh gosh.
Who is this?
I don't know, it's on Twitter.
Yeah.
But they keep seeing the same green genie, and the response is like, "That's the devil. That's the devil." They're like, "That's God." He's like, I took DMT. I saw the same green genie. I'm like, oh, you're going to hell. I think people are, I don't know. I won't do DMT. I'm saving it.
Okay. But 2 claps for the Texans defense for making sure our FanDuel bet last night cashed. 2 claps. Ready. Shout out. 38.5 under. Money, money, money. Make sure there's no football tonight, but there is NBA basketball, and FanDuel does a really good job of allowing you to live bet NBA basketball, because that's what I would recommend. Oh, basketball is a very hard sport if you're going to gamble on it. Obviously, of course, be smart and safe.
We know you're going to do it, so just do it like this.
But if you're gambling on basketball, the pre-game lines are tough because it could go either way. FanDuel does a really
Unless you're
good
in a
job.
fraternity, those ones go down smooth.
Yeah, with the live betting, whether it's the props or the over-under, all of those things. And if you're watching a game, if you want to get invested in the NBA, the best way to do it would be to bet on it live. And then you're like, well, now I have to root for the Pistons on a Tuesday night because I took Cade Cunningham 20.5 over and the team under.
Do you ever feel exposed whenever you're line hunting in public?
Of course.
There's like this brief moment of you either missed it, should have done it, didn't do it, now
Right.
you're doing it, and then it's like suspended for a second.
Yes.
And I have a bit of a crash out, or I yell at the phone. This is pre-FanDuel.
Right. FanDuel does a really good job with the live lines.
But there's that moment in time where, like, I'm going to do it, and you're just waiting, and you're like, please go to timeout.
Right.
Give me something.
Yes.
And there's that sex. Whenever you got it, good. And you're like, I knew it. I know ball.
And it's also like people ask me NBA stuff, and I'm just like, regular season NBA is one of the hardest things.
Yeah, because they're gambling. They're gambling.
Because you can go either way. So that's why you just have to have, if you're watching the game, get a feel for the game, and you can start to weigh out which direction this is going to go. Shout out to our people over at FanDuel. Make sure if you're on one of the competitors, you get over to FanDuel because they're the best in the business. We appreciate their support.
The other hard part
show.
about NBA basketball, I was just thinking about this. The spread could be destroyed within the last 30 seconds of the game.
Yeah, free throws.
Free throws, 3-pointers.
Well, you can. Yeah, I mean, when you have a plus 6.5 on a team that's down by 2 going into the last last minute,
It's not guaranteed at all.
it turns into 8 like that because it's foul here, foul there. They're making their free throws. You miss a 3, the whole deal, and it's just like, okay, well, there goes that. I was feeling real good. Should have cashed out. Didn't.
I have put in my first official future.
What'd you get? What'd you get? First official FanDuel future from Lloyd Courtney is
LSU baseball.
Plus 800.
plus 800 Jay Johnson, baby.
Yes, inevitable.
Plus 800. Hey, and that's the Tingle and Co. bet of the month right now. LSU baseball plus 800 to win the whole shebang.
5 out of the 6 top odds are all SEC teams.
Is LSU the best odds?
Yep.
Who's second? UCLA?
Yes.
Georgia.
What?
Wes Johnson.
It's not UCLA?
How about that?
They're the only team that's not an SEC team in the top 6.
Tingle and Co. bet of the month.
Of the year.
Well, for right now, because it starts next month, the season.
We'll get it now.
The lines will start flustering, so get it now. Plus 800 on FanDuel. LSU baseball wins the whole thing.
And
national championship. Back to back.
Whenever they get 10 runs by Northwestern State again, do it again. Like I did.
Yep, just got to sprinkle back on top. Just keep betting it.
I think it might be about my whole old account.
Yeah.
Probably LSU baseball.
I believe it. Last night, I think about 10-ish p.m., Lane Kiffin posted on his Instagram story a picture of LSU football ops with the caption of, "What a day. Let's have another great one tomorrow at LSU football. That's why we came here, number 1 with a tiger emoji." And then he says, "Let's have another few tomorrow." So, Lane, what does Lane have in store for LSU football today and all the LSU faithful? Who knows? But obviously yesterday's post ended up being a pretty big deal as in the morning he hinted at we would be getting an announcement yesterday that we had all been waiting for. And then ultimately, yesterday morning, about 10:04 a.m., the announcement came through, and it was exactly what we had all been waiting for. As yesterday it was announced, LSU football has got their guy, officially no longer quarterbackless. As there's the official post right there. What did we tell you yesterday? It's not a done deal until LSU football puts out the graphic. LSU football gets the graphic put out yesterday. Sam Leavitt has committed and signed to Louisiana State University football and will be Lane Kiffin's first quarterback in Baton Rouge. You got our instant reaction to it yesterday as the news came across as we were live. Today, you get our reaction after we've sat and thought on it. Maybe watched a little bit of film, Lloyd said. Checked out some of his highlights and such from Arizona State, where he's headed over from. I think a lot of people were surprised to hear about him being originally a Michigan State Spartan. I think, you just in this new era of transfer portals, and you can kind of get mixed up. Everyone remembers Sam Leavitt from 2024, where he was on Arizona State, Cam Scattaboo. They make the playoff run.
Number 0.
And they balled out against Texas in that game. It won a lot of people over, and the expectations going into this past season extremely high. Obviously gets hurt and gets surgery in November. Let's just, before we dive into Sam Leavitt himself.
Pause.
There you go. Let's talk about the situation in totality, right? About a week ago, maybe a little bit over a week, it seemed like it was all in on Sam Leavitt. Everything had kind of shaken out. Trinidad staying at Ole Miss. Who's the others? Brennan Sorsby to Texas Tech, like was expected. Bryce Underwood staying at Michigan. A lot of the names that you had started to think about potentially for LSU were kind of off the board. And so it looked like it was Sam Leavitt, LSU. This is the match. This is the move. This is what you should expect. He goes on a visit. Ultimately, it turns sour at the end. Damon Williams situation, all of that. He leaves, right? Books a visit right after that to go to Tennessee, and then ultimately a Miami visit after that. And so when we were talking about this last week, it had looked like, and I remember in our Discord, the Tingle and Co. Discord, if you're not a part of it, hit that link in the description and you can join it. I think Paulie Z actually had said something about it, and this was the right reaction way to feel about it. He was like, it looks like Lane Kiffin and his staff have fumbled Sam Leavitt, because that was where it was sitting at last week. Right, when you saw Damon Williams, you saw the pretty girl across the room, even though you were on a date, and hurt her feelings, right? Sam Leavitt got pissed off because all of a sudden he's on this visit, it's going great, but Damon Williams, maybe that could happen, and that blows up all over social media, him hitting the transfer portal, LSU's name, Lane Kiffin's name tied directly to it. And he goes on his visit to Tennessee. He's looking at the other options. And so it looked like, and then obviously Damon Williams can't come to LSU. You would have had to pay like $10 million to get him here. He stays at Washington. And so now it's looking like LSU's just kind of stuck. Where to go next, right? Sam Leavitt's pissed off at us. Damon Williams can't come this way. Trinidad staying there. Probably not going to get the waiver. Bryce didn't hit the portal. Sorsby's at Tech. Where's LSU? Just sitting here. And what you see happen is the effort that Lane Kiffin, when his back was against the wall, put in to get this deal done, he pulled it off. The fact that he hopped on a plane, got to Knoxville, had an impromptu, thrown together quasi-visit in Knoxville, after Tennessee, before he went to Miami, to make sure, no, this is the guy. We've got to get this deal done. Let's do it. What do I need to do to make it happen? Put in the effort, made it happen. Yesterday, you get the announcement at 10 a.m. that Sam Leavitt's going to be LSU's next quarterback. Because ultimately, I would say last week into this past weekend and into yesterday morning even, the likeliest outcome didn't feel like Leavitt to LSU. It's definitely before Lane went to Knoxville to do the little surprise visit after the Tennessee visit. When he was headed to Tennessee and Damon Williams had signed back to Washington, staying there, it looked like this had been mismanaged and LSU was in trouble. Just from an outsider perspective of not an LSU fan being,
oh, yeah.
I trust Lane. If you're looking at this from any other perspective other than I trust Lane LSU fan, it looks like this has completely been screwed.
Lane with him?
That's what they were saying, right? And then what happened yesterday was Lane Kiffin, this staff, this era of college football, they pulled off the most LSU thing possible, right? If we think back to 3 months ago, LSU and Louisiana were a laughingstock of the sport after the firing of Brian Kelly, the governor and his comments, and then the firing of Scott Woodward, and then the athletic director, is he not? Verge, who is interim, what does that mean? The whole deal, right? It was a mess.
Didn't look like we do what the dictionary meant.
And so people were looking at LSU going like, who would want to go there? And then what happened? Then you hire Lane Kiffin, and all of that noise silenced, right? It's shut everybody up. It's the most LSU Louisiana thing possible. Look like a mess, boom, end up with your guy.
Show up to the prom 10.
And then now, guess what? On the same token as the way you pulled off the Kiffin hire, you get your quarterback in really almost the same fashion. Looks like a mess. What's going on? LSU screwing this up. Boom. Shut up. Quiet. Got our guy.
LSU and Lane Kiffin deserve each other.
No, it's a perfect match.
It's a reality show.
1,000%.
That is, when sex is great. Little messy on the front end if you dive into it. It's you remember the Jersey Shore? It's Ronnie and Sammy. Right?
Yeah, I mean, no, it's.
But never it's good.
Well, it's going to be.
But Lane wants to be DJ Pauly D.
Right. Wants the attention.
He's got a situation.
And LSU is a brand that garners that attention, which is why he wanted to be here. And you are seeing when things play out, they're going to play out on the biggest stage possible. When the Sam Leavitt stuff's going on, this isn't something that's going to just kind of maybe go under the radar. All eyes are on what LSU and Lane Kiffin are doing. And you have to give credit to Lane Kiffin, his staff, getting this deal done. Give credit to Verge Osbury, right, from the jump, the job that you can't script the way this has played out any better for him to start his tenure as the AD. Go get Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin go get the number one quarterback. The whole deal has worked out perfectly. The real people we got to tip the cap to?
Yes.
The boosters. I mean, to think where LSU was a couple of months ago, just on the conversation of money. Oh, LSU doesn't have money to do that.
Brian Kelly was a tightwad.
LSU can't pay. LSU can't pay that.
Pay a defensive lineman 2 years ago. The
you know,
guy
like
from Oklahoma.
Oh, we're not gonna pay for players like that. We're not gonna
for an ultimate.
You know, we don't have LSU doesn't have the money to pay Brian Kelly 50 whatever to get him out of here. LSU can't fire BK.
They're locked
because
down
of the
for
money.
another year with BK.
We're stuck with him because we can't pay him. And money has never been a problem. Every conversation that money's been a part of in this past couple of months at LSU, it has not been an issue. Lane Kiffin, how much do you need? Boom. Roster. Boom. Coaching staff. Boom. Blake Baker, we'll match the head coaching contract offer. Boom. You're back.
Lane Kiffin, you can get paid to not coach the team that's in the playoff.
Oh, I mean,
$250.
Dang, $500,000 for Ole Miss making a run. Congrats.
Pretty cool.
Right? We need the quarterback. We're going to have to bump the money up. Fine. What was it? $5.5 million?
I fudged it.
Like, money has not been a problem. And so that's a credit to the money people, the boosters around LSU, because they have not allowed that to be an issue whatsoever. It has not been a hang-up at all. And that is the Lane Kiffin effect. It truly is. The biggest win getting Lane Kiffin not only was the offensive mind he is and what you're seeing him do on the recruiting trail, it's the excitement it was going to get from everybody. The boosters, the fans, administration, the whole deal. Getting the guy, the number one prospect for the job, the most exciting coach in the sport right now.
Which LSU has never done.
Has never pulled off. Puts the excitement at this level, and when the excitement's up here, guess where the buy-in's at? Right there. And with that has come money being put in the right spots, never being an issue.
And also, promises made, promises delivered.
Right?
From an LSU perspective of telling Lane Kiffin, look, understand what you think you need to be able to do this job the way that you want to be able to do it. Not a problem. They have put their money where their mouth is, and it's been true. It's not lip service. It's not a faux pas or anything that's like, oh, look, we'll tell them this and we won't do it. It's been everything that you need, whether it be jet setting from Baton Rouge to Tennessee to Arizona, back to Baton Rouge to get a quarterback and pay a quarterback. This is what you have to do if you want to be a serious contender, not only in college football but in college athletics. This is what it takes. And for LSU to not let that be the problem, because look, I'm not a smart man. Louisiana, not a smart state. But there is money under the mattress somewhere. Somebody's got it. And to be able to find it, use it, and allocate it correctly has been one of the few testaments that, as I was growing up, all I ever heard was LSU cry poor. And that is not the case. Because every time that's been the issue, LSU has found the money. This time, now they're putting money up front. And it's not Brian Kelly putting his own money up. It's, which I don't think he did, by the way. I think
LSU was
a
flaunting
PR.
this shit.
Yeah, he didn't. I mean, that check didn't even cash. But
And he didn't even win all of his games yet. Yeah.
Ugh.
But in this Sam Leavitt stretch, right? Let's think about this. He's on a visit to Tennessee.
Very much upset.
LSU's head coach flies to Knoxville to meet with him.
I'm sorry, baby.
Bro,
As he's leaving a Tennessee visit before he goes to Miami.
oh, funny seeing you here.
And is that not like, and I know LSU Tennessee is not really a rivalry with football and baseball. You know, you have, it's not really a rivalry either because Jay Johnson's just been dogging them.
I mean, he made that man run to professional baseball.
But it's not really a rivalry. But is it not like it's a flex, right? Lane Kiffin just pulled up in the whip while he was on a visit at your school and said, "My bad. Let me fix this. I messed it up. It was always you." And then boom, guess what? Got it done. Right? Then he goes on a visit to Miami. The biggest quarterback spender in the whatever, right? They've done it every year. Cam Ward, Carson Beck.
Abella Danger.
And he goes on the visit, and so at that point it's like, well, Lane Kiffin tried. Now he's going to Miami. He's going on the visit. He's going to end up a hurricane. Didn't happen. Sam Leavitt's an LSU Tiger. Lane Kiffin's got his guy. And if you're Tennessee, the way you hated Lane Kiffin 10 years ago, you should hate him just as much right now.
16 years ago.
Ironic, isn't it?
And guess whose birthday it is today?
Old Knox.
Old Knox.
Happy birthday, Knox.
Happy birthday. 2 claps.
2 claps,
Knox.
ready. But if you're Tennessee, this will just add more. This is what's good. This is what the sport wants,
What's
right?
the inside of that locker smell like?
This just adds more.
Locker, bitch.
This just adds more drama to when LSU travels to Knoxville at the end of November next year.
Hold on, we got baseball season first. What do you mean end of November?
Well, I'm talking about for football.
All right. Just
about
making
football.
sure, we place that future,
There you go.
I'm not concerned.
And
You can't hate
and
Jay.
what did Wyatt post on? Because Wyatt had quite the line that he posted on our Twitter, and it's funny when Cordell is the one that usually catches it. You can tell when Wyatt posts something versus when I post something because they're usually pretty different. Wyatt said, "Always feels good to shove hungry Heupel into a locker." As LSU gets their guy, Sam Leavitt is the quarterback. Lloyd, you turned the film on yesterday.
I did.
Your thoughts?
Fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a good one-word answer.
I just watched one 32-minute video 3 times.
Okay.
Whoever numbers, 0? That wide receiver should get drafted. The Saints need to pick him.
Is that Tyson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tyson's a player.
So good.
Yeah, Tyson's a player.
But not as off schedule as I thought. He takes what's there, and it was such a almost like break your brain watching him. And look, this is all injury withstanding, right? Like there's some baggage with Sam Leavitt considering how this entire situation played out and why there were question marks around him. And if you did explore different options in the portal and throw kind of a Hail Mary to try to get somebody else. Now you do your make good and you get the job done. Official. If he's healthy and seeing a quarterback look at the line of scrimmage and green grass in front of him and run,
and that's what I think there's a
he's
video.
going to be he might get he might get a statue.
In the
first time he takes off.
That's what I put in the document. It's just under the title. What did I say?
Breath of fresh
Won't
air.
this be a breath of fresh air? Because it's literally there's a little highlight clip thrown together on
That Lane Kiffin put out?
Twitter. No, not the one that Lane Kiffin put out. It's literally just Sam Leavitt looking, tucking, and running.
But it's
It's
not.
like- But he's not.
He's
forcing
not out
it.
of control.
No, he's taking what's there. If you're gonna leave it open for him to run, if nobody's open, I'm gonna run. Brandon Hogsworth, Jordan Tyson will go top 10. Yeah, he's a player.
I think
There's your guy.
The biggest thing for me was he just throws
You got that?
piss missiles.
Yeah, he's got a fucking rocket.
He's got a cannon.
And it's weird because, watching college football, I'm used to seeing Nuss throw like ducks. And
Well,
he
no.
throws absolute
Nuss had
seeds.
that. He just didn't.
Well, I watched it
Look
for
at-
a full
look, he
year
just
where it
pulled-
was just
He just
ducks.
pulled the zone read.
Can't do that.
No chance.
Elite celebration,
No
too.
chance. They would have got Christian on this camera right here.
always fired up.
Christian definitely wouldn't have got that on video.
Hell no, I would have missed that.
Also,
Look, it's not there. Pressure. Whoop. Let's get out and go.
he also runs like he has rickets. But he's fast.
Hey, but he's in the end zone, Gus.
He's like a dog that got out the gate.
Like, will this
I'm not supposed
be
to be outside, but I am.
such a breath of fresh air to watch this?
Oop, up, up. Up, up. He's a playmaker.
Zero's. He's a player.
Yeah,
Zero's a player,
get him.
dude. He's a player.
But yeah, the other thing I noticed too, like obviously I knew he was a good player. Middle reads, over the middle of the football, he will rip it.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah, this is. I mean, he is.
Can we get him out
force-feeding
the
He's the
Sure.
real deal. Now there will be some frustrating moments, I'd imagine. And like I said, the injury withstanding, hopefully healthy.
Right.
But
Why did you pin that, chat? I just noticed that. Continue. Injury withstanding.
it's gonna look so different. Like that if that doesn't get you excited, I know it feels forever away.
Right.
And we have baseball to tackle, and that'll be a slog.
Yes.
It ain't that far.
No, it's not.
Football
Thursday,
season
we have
ain't-
the first pitch
hurry.
banquet.
Yeah.
But spring practice is going to hit like crack.
Even though he's not going to be on the field.
Oh, he'll be throwing it.
Oh, and the
Or
thing
something.
is,
This Liz Frank can't be. I mean, get it together. Surgery now.
Watching that, you can't and then. But what you have
It
to
doesn't
think
compute.
is, not only do you see that on Arizona State's field, right? You now put that with Lane Kiffin and his offense, right? It's a marriage of the two.
And Death Valley.
Of course, it's the
Because he might
skill-
spontaneously combust.
the skill set and the ability and all of those things that you're seeing him do you now put into an offense that caters to guys that play the way he plays. Can you make the throws, and will you tuck it and run? Yes, he can. And Lane Kiffin has never been scared to run his quarterback.
No.
And then on the other side, JTR said in the chat, you got Blake Baker's defense. The excitement right now around LSU football is high, and it should be. 1,000%. This is why.
This is what it is.
This is why you fire Brian Kelly
Get
to
out.
get Lane Kiffin. This is why you hire Lane Kiffin to put together the number 1 transfer portal class and to put yourself in position to be successful year 1.
Because it's a 1-year rental.
Or
Right?
11?
If everything goes.
Well, he's
if
got
it's not,
2
then
years.
something went wrong.
He's got 2 years. I think he'll be a redshirt junior going into this year. But with the expectations LSU has, Leavitt should be leaving as a top 10 pick, right? Top 5. Top
G.
quarterback in the country, right?
Top G.
That would be the expectation if all things go correctly.
Just like they did this year with Nussmeier.
Just,
What a
So,
disaster.
and that's where the interesting,
Andy
discussion
Tingle.
comes in with Longstreet, because I do think there are still conversations around what is he gonna do, right? Miami would be interesting because I don't know where Miami is going to go. It looks like they're going to start jacking up that number for Ty Simpson, which I also saw, if you see it in the document, if you want to throw it up there. We were 1,000% right. We nailed it yesterday.
Nailed 2. Caden Durham.
Yep. How about
Ty
that?
Simpson.
And Ty Simpson. But talking about Ty Simpson, we said, I wonder who that $6.5 million number's from. Then you start thinking about it, and you really put the pieces together, and it's like, okay, that's Miami. And if you can see on the right there, Tennessee $4 million, Ole Miss $4 million, Miami $6.5.
Oh, Ole Miss. The way to crawl to the coffer. Jesus, it's so sad.
And
They don't
so
have a
it's gonna
quarterback.
be-
They don't have one at all.
They got Deuce Knight out of the portal.
Yeah, they did get
Yeah, exciting.
But it's
got
going
a
to be
good name.
interesting
They
to
believe
see.
in Deuce Knight if they're trying to give this man
Right.
$4 million. Who
It's-
cried the last time I saw him.
Yeah, but
It's
Deuce
gonna
Knight's
be
got a
interesting
good
to
name.
see.
I love Deuce Knight,
Yeah.
but
If you're Ty Simpson, do you choose 6.5 to go to Miami or the NFL draft?
I mean, Shuck is making 10.8 right now for 4 years. So
That
that's
was
like,
last year's third quarterback
like-
off the board.
That's like 2.5 every year. Yeah, and he's getting 6.
You take the 6, right?
Yeah.
we did have this conversation yesterday with last night with Bryce Kuhn from 1-3, because I posed the question of this number does raise eyebrows as it should. For 1 year, $6.5 million, you're basically getting franchise tagged.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's the next domino? What's the next thing? Because if you paid attention to college football, there's a reason that this thing has run amok. The NCAA, y'all said y'all wanted it like this. Y'all wanted to pay the players. We're out. We're not really paying attention unless it's a waiver. $6.5 million for a year. When is it going to? Bryce Underwood sprinkled on top of what could be the future of college football, where it's going to be 3 years, $12 million.
Well, you've
Out of
seen
high school.
You've seen every year.
It
These
gets
numbers
it's creeping.
go-
They're doing what they're doing the NFL.
Yeah,
they're
it just
doing
keeps going
it,
up.
Yeah, they're dipping their toe in the water, but it's going to be that because the powers that be do not want you to, once again, just like the NFL did, they don't want you to see how much money they're actually making. Like if you're an owner, if you're involved with the league, they don't want you to know that it's like these players they're getting paid pennies. We're making dollars. Same thing with college football. That's why they're letting this happen. Like, y'all have your fun with it. Go to your message boards, talk your shit, go to Twitter, and we'll keep stacking checks.
Right.
Because this is a cash cow. There is literally no difference between this and the NFL. The money is the same, and they're barely paying the players when you get down to it.
Right.
And so they're going to let this happen forever.
Because like you said, what, Shuck's making 2.5 a year?
Yeah.
He's making,
10.8 for 4.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's last year's third quarterback off the board. Simpson would be this year's third quarterback off the board. Now, I think he might go higher than Shuck did. I don't know. But Simpson, as of right now, is QB3 behind Moore and Mendoza. If you're Ty Simpson and you're looking at
6.5,
2.5 to go to the league, or 6.5.
You don't got to be a smart man.
Like it's a $4 million difference
To play an easier sport.
It's not little, it's not these little tiny, you're not nitpicking the money. That's $4 million of a difference. And guess what? If I go out there and I perform half decent with the way Miami's been built, right? Miami has built themselves as we build up the trenches. We've got depth at those spots. We've got skill positions.
We're in the national championship.
All right. Where all we have to do is we just have to plug and play a quarterback each year. We're just going to spin on a quarterback. We'll be good everywhere else.
Need a game manager.
And Carson Beck has not played that well, but he's put himself in position to get drafted higher than he did last year because he's on a good team and he's getting to play in high leverage situations where
decision making,
the drive he put together at the end of the Ole Miss game
got him drafted.
He didn't play that well overall in the whole game. That drive right there, NFL GMs are like, boom, got him. So if you're Ty Simpson, how could you not?
He was kind of selling that game too.
Right.
As long as you don't mess it up, you rise on Miami.
And he did mess it up. They threw it one too many times. They got a little greedy with him.
They did.
And I was watching the game. It was like interceptions coming.
Yeah.
They got a little too loose with old Carson Beck, and then he did the thing that Carson Beck does. Ty Simpson is better at being a game manager than Carson Beck is.
Yeah.
He would be a fool.
If Ty Simpson would have had a run game, it would have been a completely
If he was on Miami, they're in the same spot.
Yeah.
Maybe better.
Yeah. No,
and
I
Indiana
agree.
is 1,000% cheating.
Yeah. So on the Longstreet conversation, what are his options right now? Tennessee, I don't even know if they're in the mix. I know they're open. Unless Aguilar gets like Hollingsworth said.
Aguilar.
Miami, he could end up there. He could go back to USC, back into being the backup for Mavia or whatever his name is.
$2 million.
Or and this is the pitch, right? And I've heard other people in that cover LSU talk about it. If you're Longstreet, you're looking at LSU. One, you would get to split or get all the first team reps this spring because Leavitt will not be practicing on the field this spring. So Landon Clark, potentially Longstreet, y'all get to run with the ones and the twos. Y'all get to be the guy for all of spring, even though it won't be your job, but you get to develop and potentially, if there's a hiccup like there was this past season, you think Van Buren was expecting to play that early at LSU? He was expecting to be the backup, develop, and get to compete for the job after that. Nussmeier gets hurt. Now's your opportunity, right? Those things happen in sports. And so if you're Hassan Longstreet and you're looking at LSU, how is this not a great situation? There aren't that many opportunities to go be the starter now, right? People have started to fill those spots. This is a place where if things go to plan with Leavitt, he's just here for 1 year. You get to be developed in Lane Kiffin's system. You get first-team reps all spring. You get to learn the system, sit behind Leavitt. If something happens, you get to play, whatever.
And
then
Landon.
Guess what? You get to compete with Clark or whatever for the job the next year.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if they're able to pull that off. And I guess to go back on my comments earlier, the biggest question would also be money. Do you have enough to pay Sam Leavitt the 5.5 or whatever that is? You've obviously got you got Clark here. I don't think you paid too much there, but Hassan's probably not expecting chump change. So it'll be interesting to watch how that plays out from the quarterback spot. You know for sure you've got a backup in Landon Clark. You've got your starter in Sam Leavitt, and then you would have Emil Picarello will be the third guy.
Hell yeah.
But you might be able to get a high potential former 5-star into the building to compete and be the backup and develop and learn and see what happens in the future.
And John Griffin Stanford 7447. Hopefully we avoid all the preseason hype that we got this year. Coming under the radar. That's not the LSU is not under the radar.
No radar.
So unfortunately,
LSU and Lane Kiffin are.
Unfortunately, the hype is probably worse this year.
I would say the excitement definitely is much higher this year than last year. Hype, the roster you had last year was
Mismanaged.
it was a really good roster. Like that's why the hype was high. 'Cause
Oh, you'll look up.
You went and got 2 All-Americans on the defensive side of the ball. Right, some other key pieces. You went and got offensive pieces that should have exploded, but you just completely mismanaged.
Yeah, you'll look up in 3 years and you'll see Barry on Brown like, oh,
They did great in
Right.
the Texas Bowl.
So no, they didn't. They lost it.
Well, Barryon Brown took a kickback.
Yeah,
and
that was nice.
Trades
That
was
fun
kind
to
of
see.
cool.
But
that's
so
how
I think
bad
the
your offense was. You had to kick it to him.
Excitement is definitely going to be higher this year, but I don't know if the hype will be. But there will be no flying under the radar if you're LSU and Lane Kiffin's your head coach.
Everybody has you circled.
No chance. We will have Glen West join us in about 10 minutes, 9 a.m. this morning. A senior writer over at Go 24/7 will join us to talk some LSU football to continue this conversation. As there's some more names entering the portal. I think another Ole Miss offensive lineman, Devin Harper, who was a one-time LSU commit, hit the portal yesterday, so maybe something to look there. Black Saint, $2 super chat, 2 claps, ready. Anything on Jordan Weston or any left tackle to LSU? They got a tackle yesterday. The big guy, 6'7", 320 from Kentucky, Eric Wolford guy. They got the tackle yesterday. They obviously still have Weston Davis on the team, but you would think they would still be maybe looking for another tackle or the guy yesterday who was a highly touted guy coming out of high school. He's obviously physically fit for the role with size. Could be the guy. We will see. I still think obviously they're looking for some more of those interior guys. Harper was an interior offensive lineman coming out of high school, I believe. I think the other Ole Miss O-lineman that entered was an interior offensive lineman. So we'll see if they add there. But, yeah, you can see ex-Soda. Seaton, the former 5-star that was at Colorado, he hit the portal. Maybe LSU will get in the mix there. We'll see. I'm sure that will probably be an expensive expenditure. But, yeah, Brandon Hollingsworth, I agree. I think Devin Harper will be an LSU Tiger. It's hard to not just, accept that when an offensive lineman out of Ole Miss hits the portal like that. It's like Winnie Watkins. I mean, he was never going to go anywhere else. Before we get to Glen West, I do want to go with a little 15 claps this morning. Does anybody know why? Does anybody know what happened 6 years ago today? This day, January 13th.
COVID?
6 years ago. Nice. Nope, COVID was in March. Bingo. LSU won the national championship 6 years ago today. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. Other teams will always be compared to the 2019 LSU Tigers, but 6 years ago today, the greatest football team ever assembled of all time
Freely
finished the run with a ring in New Orleans 6 years ago today. 15-0, the greatest quarterback I've ever witnessed with my own 2 eyes. Derek Stingley, Christian Fulton, Patrick Queen, Grant Delpit, Jacob Phillips, Rashard Lawrence, Caleb Von Chason. Obviously, offensively, Thad Moss.
Kerry Vincent.
There you go. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Terrace Marshall with the big dagger at the end of that game, the final touchdown. And then he throws the little LeBron chalk toss into the air. Great celebration. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Just Lloyd Cushenberry. Come on. Shout out, Jonathan.
Shout out.
But 6
Austin
years
the
ago
calculus.
today, 15 claps. Ready. 5, 6, 7. As it was 15 wins, 15-0, the Tigers went that year. what was really a magical run. Like, I sit back and I put myself back in the shoes of the 17-year-old that I was senior in high school watching these games.
Virgin. Eyes.
And
Still is.
The magic that we were all witnessing. Because for me personally, 2003, I have no recollection or memory of. Right? 2007, really kind of the same situation. There's some pictures of me at games, obviously, but I don't really remember. The first, sentient season I can remember truly was 2011. And so I watched this magical season. I'm sitting on Pawpaw's floor because Mom and Dad are in Tuscaloosa at the game. So I'm sitting on Pawpaw's carpet watching 9-6 happen in awe, freaking out.
Papa, you freak.
And they go on it's just the SEC championship, the whole deal, and then I'm crying that January after the 21-0 loss. And then it was 8 years of domination at the hands of that one school where everything would start to go right and then just plummet. 2015, we're balling, we're number 2 in the CFP poll, crumble, the whole deal. And then Joe Burrow came in and saved my life. And that 2019 team, man, magical. I don't even think does it justice.
You know who does do it justice?
Who?
Greeny.
Yeah, he does.
Whether or not LSU this season was the best. So look, I'm not here to debate whether or not LSU this season was the best college football team ever, because that is not a debate anyone can ever win. I'm actually not here to debate anything. I'm just here to say that LSU had the greatest season ever, and it isn't especially close. Yes, they scored more points than any team ever did. And yes, their players and coaches won the Heisman, the Maxwell, the Walter Camp, the Davey O'Brien, the Biletnikoff, the Jim Thorpe, the Frank Broyles, and the Coach of the Year awards. They played 15 games. They never trailed in the fourth quarter. In fact, they only ever trailed by double digits one time. That was Monday. And they then outscored Clemson 35-8 after falling behind. But those don't tell the story of what this team accomplished. LSU beat 7 top 10 teams. That's the most ever. They beat 4 top 5 teams. Last time that happened was the year I was born. They're the only team ever to beat the entire preseason top 4. 3 of those were their last 3 games. The other was Alabama on the road with Tua. And here is my final argument. This season, Clemson, Oklahoma, Alabama, Florida, and Georgia won a combined 60-4 against everybody else. LSU beat them all by an average of 20 points a game. So, you can have all the debates you want. I'm just going to sit here and smile and say, I rest my case.
Spot the ball, spot the drill. Mendoza would be in a hospital bed if he played LSU.
And it's the biggest compliment ever that year in, year out, around this time of the year, right? As it's the reunion. It's 6 years since the day, right? We have these conversations with whoever wins, is up for the national championship. And it's like, would they? Could they? Maybe?
Are they?
No.
It actually made me visibly upset.
Well, and they put this graphic up there, and I like Mendoza. I really do. But they put this graphic up there that just compared, wins and yards per pass, all these stupid. And I was like, Burrow doubled him up in yards, doubled him up in touchdowns, had the same interceptions on more throw.
It's not a debate.
What are we talking about? No offense to Mendoza, truly. It's not even a conversation. Six years ago today, 15-0, the cherry on top when LSU got that ring. The beautiful moment that it was to cap off the 2019 season. Don't forget, every single day we're brought to you by AJ Sports Cards. Probably got some 2019 LSU cards over at the AJ Sports Cards on 3348 Drusilla Lane. Make sure you go check them out right there. And to stay up to date on everything they've got going on, follow them on social media at AJ Sports Cards 225BR on Instagram and just AJ Sports Cards on Facebook. They'll keep you up to date on everything they've got going on, any specials they're running, new arrivals they've got in, because they've got cards, boxes, packs, merchandise, all of it. Go check them out in store. Follow their social media. They also do some really cool events. We swung by the one at the Crown Plaza back in June, I believe it was. And then they did another one this past December at the Elite Football Academy, and I'm sure they've got more coming up. And the best way to stay up to date is to check them out on social media. They have supported us since day one. Before Tingle & Co. ever aired a show, AJ Sports Cards bet on us and was supporting and sponsoring us. So make sure you allow them to feel the love from all of our Tingle & Co. faithful.
Feel the tingle.
Shout out to AJ Sports Cards. We'll take a quick break here. Come right back with Glen West from 24/7 Sports talking LSU football.
Hunter Hall, watch your fucking mouth.
At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granning at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Pub Was at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff.
Where everyone is family.
All right, welcome back here to hour number 2 here on this Tuesday morning as we continue the LSU football conversation and what's been a busy couple of weeks, definitely a busy 48 hours, and we're joined by one of our favorites, Glen West, over from 24/7 Sports, where he covers the Tigers. Glen, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. How are you?
Oh, we're doing well. Finally some relief today, and well, technically yesterday as well, because the quarterback questions can finally stop, where it's walking through the street or running into your friends or family calling you going, hey, when's LSU going to get a quarterback? Who's going to be LSU's quarterback? You finally get that answer yesterday. Talk about the Leavitt saga that it was for LSU and how big of a deal it is that they got it across the finish line yesterday.
Yeah, it was a pretty long, winding road to get there. A couple weeks stretch here where it didn't always look like it was going to happen, and then there were other times where it looked like it was going to happen. And this is really a recruitment that has gone back, probably a month. I mean, as soon as we kind of caught wind that Sam Leavitt was potentially going to be entering the transfer portal back in December, LSU was one of the first teams that was tied to him, and just the fit you look at, you're watching him this last couple of years here, that the fit is just really ideal for what Lane Kiffin wants in his quarterback, and LSU bided its time, waited for him to go in the portal, and when that happened, they were pretty quick to jump on him. He visited Kentucky first, but LSU was his second visit. He spent multiple days there, was very impressed. And then, of course, the saga with Damon Williams and that whole 48-hour stretch was really crazy, and drove him to go visit elsewhere in Tennessee and certainly Miami. And so I think that there was a lot of different ways that LSU probably could have locked this up a little bit sooner. But, they were able to get their guy in the end, and, he's the number one transfer portal player on our side in 24/7 Sports, and number one quarterback. So whenever you're able to add a guy like that, that's a good day to be a Tiger. And so Kiffin's got his guy for 1, maybe 2 years. We'll see. But I think that this was the big swing that LSU was wanting to make, really going back to December, and it really important that LSU got him signed up, and now you just got to go out there and address the offensive line.
Yeah, and I want to ask you about one of the bigger questions, at least from the fan base's perspective, on the Leavitt front, is that injury. There are a lot of people that maybe push back. Maybe it's because of some past scars with the Nussmeier injury saga, or the way we've seen Liz Franks play out before, because I believe that's what Derek Stingley had when he was at LSU. I think it may be his junior season. What are your expectations for the timeline with this injury?
Why would you bring that up?
What Derek Stingley?
Yeah,
just bring back some
2019 was
past.
great. We just stay there.
What are your expectations timeline wise, or what are you hearing on the injury front with Sam Leavitt?
Yeah, so he had surgery in November. It probably wasn't the greatest thing that he tried to play through that injury for a few weeks there at Arizona State last year. But he had the surgery in November. It's a 5 to 6 month recovery time from what we understand. So that would take him through spring ball and into the summer there, where you could maybe realistically point to a time where he could start to get back into the swing of things from a football activities perspective. But yeah, getting him healthy is step number one, priority number one for LSU this offseason. I think on that visit, a couple, I guess last week at this time is when he was right in the middle of his visit. That was when kind of some of the alarm bells started to pop off if you were LSU, just in terms of the severity and where, he was in his recovery process. It's just a very slow healing injury. There's a lot of cases of guys, having this injury and it taking a little bit longer to recover from, just from a healing perspective. And so once this thing is healed, then you kind of get started back into the rehab process, and ramping up from different stages of that whole ordeal. So I would expect sometime in the summer we start to hear word that he's throwing and that he's moving around a little bit more. But it is a concern that you have to have, because this is a completely new offense. This is a completely new looking team. You've only got a couple returning guys, and Sam Leavitt's never played with any of them. So, but I do think, and this was brought up to me by one of our portal experts, or our guy Cooper Patagna over at CBS Sports. Leavitt's been through this before in terms of entering a new team. He did it a couple of years ago at Arizona State, coming from Michigan State, where he was a freshman his first year in college. And Arizona State had to rework their entire roster during that 2024 season. Now he had a whole off season with those guys, which makes it a little bit different. But he's somebody that I think is going to have to really pick up the system quick here. Hopefully he's learning that playbook and in the spring months, and when he's not out there on the field, and can hit the ground running when fall camp comes around. But I do expect this thing to be healed, and to for him to be out there hopefully by fall camp of next year. That would be hopefully the last stage there is him being back for fall camp.
Yeah, I'd love to see him get on the other side of it. From a bit of revisionist history, I guess, when you go through the entire Lane Kiffin, Sam Leavitt saga, how much of that injury do you think actually played a part with this, with the Damon Williams to Sam Leavitt to Damon Williams back to Sam Leavitt? Was that injury a real part of that discussion? And when you look at people that have had Liz Frank injuries before in his play style, was that a real cause for concern in terms of, wait, we might have to go look elsewhere because of whether it be play style or just the ability to go maybe snag somebody and bend these rules that don't exist in college football?
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was certainly a conversation within that coaching staff, especially as they had him on campus. I do know that he hit it off really well with Charlie Weiss and a lot of the offensive staffers. And so I believe they took him to dinner that night before his, the main part of his visit. I think this injury is just, it's different for every player. Just that's kind of the common theme common sense that I get from talking with different people about this injury. It's a slow healing one, but it's also different for every player. So you never know when that foot might start feeling right, and they can start really ramping up his rehab. So I think just from that state of unknowing, it probably did lead to some of LSU wanting to be overly cautious. And when that Damon Williams opportunity came up, even though it was short-lived, they wanted to throw their hat in the ring there. And so, it probably, looking back on it, is something they could have handled maybe a little bit better if you put a lie detector on Kiffin and this offensive staff. But, look, at the end of the day, Kiffin went above and beyond to make sure that Leavitt felt wanted by this team. And, that certainly showed, I think, by his flight out to Knoxville and just having that other meeting there in between his Tennessee and Miami visits. Like he was certainly a guy that you heard a lot about very quickly when he entered the transfer portal, that LSU really, really liked his fit and his potential, ability in this offense.
And obviously, everyone's attention now is going to turn to the offensive line. That's another room. You've had to rebuild the wide receiver room, which they've obviously done an extremely good job there. Rebuild the running back room. Now, the offensive line is where everyone's attention is going to turn. What do you expect from some of the guys they've already signed, maybe to make an impact, or maybe moving forward? Who are some other guys to keep an eye on for LSU at the offensive line spot?
Yeah, so retaining Braylon Moore was a huge deal for the offensive line. That was announced. I lose track of days. It was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember which one. But, Braylon Moore coming back as your center is really, really important, just to kind of have some kind of continuity there on the offensive line. Weston Davis had a rough second year, or really kind of first year starting. But I think this staff and certainly the previous staff believed in his long-term ability and his talent. So he has to be developed, but I think he's somebody that's going to figure into this mix somewhere. Solomon Thomas is still a guy who hasn't kind of announced what his decision is going to be. At this point, you got to assume that he's thinking about sticking around, with only a couple days left to enter the transfer portal. So, that's another former 5-star that you've got that you can hopefully develop here now that he's having a healthy season or a healthy off season in front of him. And then, look, I think that they've done a decent job of bringing in some guys that can compete for playing time on the offensive line, but there isn't that one guy that you look at and you say, oh man, this is like a plug and play starter at tackle or at guard, or they're going to have to really kind of sift through a lot of the pieces that they brought into this point to see which ones can kind of rise to the top. They have to really trust their evaluations, which I think that they do on these offensive linemen. But Darrin Strey is one from Kentucky that I think is 6'7", 315, 20 pounds, just a big bruiser of a guy. He's coming off a freshman season at Kentucky where he played for Eric Wolford. So there's a little bit of a connection there. He's somebody that I could see, competing for playing time at tackle. And then you've obviously had the recent string of Ole Miss offensive linemen go into the transfer portal. Delano Townsend was one that I was keeping a close eye on, but Ole Miss did a really nice job of re-signing him. That was announced this morning by the Rebels that he's going to be withdrawing his name from the portal and staying in Oxford. So your eye goes to Devin Harper, the former top 100 player in the country, top 5 player in Louisiana that signed with Ole Miss out of high school last year, but was a long-time LSU commit. I would expect LSU to be a heavy favorite there in his recruitment, and he can come in and potentially compete for one of these guard or tackle spots as well. So, there's still some pieces out there I think you have to go land. I think you got to go probably add 2 or 3 more guys at minimum on the offensive line, and but you got the big one out of the way this weekend with quarterback, and that was really important that LSU not only got a quarterback or a couple quarterbacks, but they got an impact quarterback that they think is going to be able to run this system really from year one.
And then you bring up Braylon Moore's return and the big deal that is. Another one that was announced that he would be returning back to LSU was Caden Durham yesterday. In addition to Harlem Berry, you get both of those two running backs that carried the load for LSU this past season. How big of a deal is it to get Caden Durham to pull his name from the transfer portal and return back to LSU for 2026?
I think it's a really big deal. I mean, he entered the transfer portal and was a top 10 running back here for the last couple of weeks with, everybody entering. So top 100 player in the transfer portal. You just look at maybe how he's valued nationally. He was a guy who was probably going to have some opportunities to go play elsewhere. But LSU did a good job of getting him back into the fold. I think it's a really good 1-2 punch if they find the right offensive system to support those guys. And I don't think there's a better offensive run system right now than the one that Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss Jr. and Kevin Smith and all those guys have kind of cultivated down there in Oxford for the last 5-6 years. So I think that's a really intriguing 1-2 punch this year, just because they have some history of playing together. I think you'll be able to utilize both of them. I probably would want to see LSU add another running back at some point in terms of just like a between the tackles kind of a bruiser type of a running back. A guy that if you need 2 or 3 yards here, he can really hit a hole hard and just kind of power his way through a line. But look, I think Caden Durham and Harlem Berry are both going to be really utilized in this offense in 2026, and I think that there's a lot more potential there than what you saw in 2025 with that unit. Like I think that this staff realizes that and are going to be catering to a lot of their strengths, and the scheme will certainly help in that effort.
Yeah, I don't think it was so much talent as it was scheme. If you go back and have a little bit of just foresight as to what you saw, because a lot of potential in that room, and to get some back is massive, because I do think Caden Durham underrated somehow.
Yeah, keep Durham healthy. That's a big thing. He's been hurt for a lot of his career here. And
they're asking him to do something that wasn't really his skill set.
Yeah.
So when you look at that room and you talk about adding another piece, is there, just me just asking, I have no clue, but you're much more well in tune than I am. Like, what's the name that you could think? Because it did feel very real that Kawan Lacey was going to come to LSU during this whole Ole Miss, or I guess Pete Golding flubbed it by beating Georgia. But it did feel like that was a very real smoke, and that's why Caden Durham had entered the portal. Is there another name that you could find, maybe a prototypical back that you have on your radar as to who could be that person? You could even go back to Diggs for LSU that did it whenever Brian Kelly gave a fuck about his job.
Yeah. You caught me on the spot there, Lloyd. That's a good job. I hadn't really thought of a whole ton of them yet. There was one running back from Texas that entered recently, and it wasn't Baxter. I can't remember what his name was. But there's a running back out of Texas that was with the Longhorns that I just remember researching as soon as he went into the transfer portal, that the Longhorns were not thrilled, at least some of them, the fan base, were not thrilled with losing. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Christian Clark, yes, exactly, yes, that's who it was. I'm not sure if he's on the team yet. He could be somebody, though, that makes a lot of sense. I believe he's around 215 pounds or something. He's maybe a little bit more of a bigger running back. So somebody in that mold, somebody that can be a little bit more of a productive, kind of power runner for LSU would be really beneficial. So, I don't know that I have an answer for you in terms of names that I'm hearing right now for running backs outside of Caden Durham. I think that was a big move and a big swing that LSU was able to get him back in the fold. But I would certainly be looking at that position as, maybe not completely done yet.
Yes, and with the addition, obviously, of Caden Durham, you have Trey'Dez Green announced that he signed, then signs again, because obviously I've heard that there was some smoke around Phil Knight in Oregon was trying to get the big fella. But after the addition of Sam Leavitt and everything else that we've mentioned in the portal, does that change your expectation for where LSU should finish in terms of 2026, or what people maybe view them as? But without a quarterback, it was very much, okay, is this a rebuild, or is this you don't hire Lane Kiffin without the intention to win immediately, and now you get your quarterback, you get your guy. If he's healthy, with that addition, does it feel like LSU is very much in the running to jump to college football playoff status?
I keep coming back to the fact that you buy out Brian Kelly, you pay Lane Kiffin all that money, you pay his staff all that money, you invest in NIL like you never have before. Kiffin is known for being able to turn over rosters 1 year at a time. I think there's going to be an expectation that LSU's competing very highly for a college football playoff spot next year. Like I think that of course injury factors into this, and if Leavitt is not 100% by the time the fall starts, then you can have a different conversation there. But I think that there's an expectation within the fan base and certainly the donor base that LSU shows them something here in year one, that they are able to compete in year one, because I think a big part of the selling point for Kiffin is that he can build rosters at a very rapid pace, because he knows how to evaluate players in the transfer portal. He knows what kind of guys he wants that can fit his offense. And if you stick last year's LSU defense with a lot of the pieces that LSU's hoping to bring in with this offense here this year, this is a team that absolutely should have some expectations to compete at a high level next year. So I don't know what it's a difficult schedule that they have in 2026. It's a very fun schedule that they have at home in 2026. I think there's going to be a lot of moments for Lane Kiffin to kind of build some good momentum with the program and with the fan base. But yeah, I absolutely would expect LSU to consider or to think that they can be a contender here for postseason play.
And along with that sentiment and kind of your point talking about last year's LSU defense, we were talking about this yesterday, I think, and it's crazy to think that with a Lane Kiffin-led program, a lot of the reason expectations are maybe as high as they are is because of what you have on the defensive side of the ball, retaining Blake Baker, his staff, and the continuity over there, and then what they've added on top in the transfer portal. What are your thoughts on what they've done on the defensive side of the ball, and how much of a role does that play in the expectations for 2026 being as high as they are?
I think they have the potential to be a pretty elite secondary. I think that adding Ty Benfield from Boise State was one of the bigger pickups, maybe one of the more underrated pickups across college football here in the last couple weeks. Like I really love watching him play after watching some of his highlights and films and stuff of that nature. Like I think he's going to fit really well into this defense. One concern I think I probably still have is along the defensive line, just in terms of you're going to be having Gabriel Relaford back. He's experienced to a degree, but he missed a lot of last year. You brought in Jordan Ross. You brought in Jalen Brown. You have a couple of interesting young freshmen and younger pieces in the program that are returning. But you didn't get that big swing at pass rusher like you did maybe a year ago with guys like Patrick Payton and Jack Pyburn and Jamari Butler. That was a real three-headed monster that LSU thought they were going to be getting last year. And I thought, while those guys didn't get home on a lot of plays, I thought that they created a lot of pressure throughout the course of the regular season, and it led to the defense having some success in the back half. The worst 2-week stretch you could say for that group was against Vanderbilt and Texas A&M, where nobody on the defense or offense played well. So
Texas A&M best loss of my life.
The Texas A&M best loss of your life. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I think there's probably some people that agree with you there, man. I just that was not a fun night in the moment, but we'll see kind of the adverse effects of what happened after how they play out. But yeah, I think pass rush is maybe like the one area where I'm still a little bit hesitant on. I think that hopefully they can get something out of this freshman core on the defensive line. Like I love Richard Anderson, love Deuce Gerald, love Lamar Brown. Like I think those guys will have some potential here to come in and impact winning right away. But do you really want to be leaning on those kinds of players, in year one completely? And I think that's why you go out there and you sign, Steph Green from Clemson. You sign the other defensive tackle Blockton that they got from Auburn, who has some SEC experience. So I feel good about the secondary. I feel pretty good about linebacker too, with Whit Weeks returning, and they got a lot of young pieces in there. I bet Blake Baker develops a couple of them into some pretty good players here this offseason. But the defensive line, and in particular pass rush, is maybe an area where I still think LSU could maybe take another one or two players and just try to figure out what the best secret sauce is to having success there on the outside.
Yeah, well, we appreciate your time this morning, all the insight, of course. What do y'all have going on over at 24/7, and obviously a busy time of the year?
Oh, man, yeah. I mean, what don't we have going on over here? I feel like I've been looking at my computer for 3 weeks straight here. But, yeah, we've got all the latest analysis and, updates on guys who have entered the portal, guys who have, come over from the portal. We got baseball heating up here next week.
Yeah.
Get started with media day next week. So a lot to look forward to over the next several weeks. And come check us out over at Go 24/7. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, talk soon.
There he is, Glen West from 24/7 Sports. Make sure you go follow him on Twitter and check out everything they've got going on over at Go 24/7. They do a very, very good job keeping you up to date and also intelligent on what's going on and who they are, what the additions mean, and they've got a really good job. That 24/7, I will say, on the transfer portal front, when they do the transfer portal rankings, additions only, because 1-3 does the balancing between losses and additions that I'm not really the biggest fan of. I love that 24/7 does, where it's just who you're bringing in.
It's just straight dopamine.
Yeah, just remind me of the good things.
Yeah,
So make sure you go check Big Glen West and the crew over there at Go 24/7. We appreciate him joining us every time because the insight is excellent. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll come right back with more Tingle and Co. To close this out.
That's dangerous.
Here on this Tuesday morning, right after this.
Blaker.
Wardos was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Martin has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing. Built on trust, backed by quality. When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing. Built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, we're back here this morning, closing out hour number 2, as Christian's causing all type of problems in the studio this morning.
Crazy. To have him back.
But we are joined by everyone's favorite LSU quarterback, Rohan Davey. He's made his way in this morning. Ro, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning.
Appreciate you making your way in.
For sure, for sure.
Talking to a legendary LSU quarterback, as LSU has now got their new starting quarterback. Your thoughts, your reaction to LSU getting Sam Leavitt across the finish line as the new quarterback for the Tigers.
They got a starter and a backup, huh?
Yes, yes.
Oh man, good. I've had enough. What you got?
I was going to say, it's amazing what can happen in 48 hours. And we were like, we need a quarterback.
There's
two.
A lot of stuff happened, bro. I mean, a lot of transfers, a couple guys from Ole Miss came aboard, and
couple flights later.
Yeah, but you got the most important piece in the process, and then also got you I think you also got you a nice little backup too. I think the backup is he's in the mold of honestly, bro. He's like in the mold of a Van Buren.
Yeah.
When but probably a little bit more athletic. Like I've had a chance to watch both of those guys over the last 24 hours. Sam Leavitt is a guy, just watching him early on at Arizona State before he got injured, and I guess he got the Houston game was his last game last season, which they lost, but he was nursing an injury.
Yeah.
So I think the only question for me with him is how he comes off of the injury, which, it seems to be like they tried to give him some time to see if he was going to get better, and it never got better. So they decided to have the surgery, which was good for him, to be able to get in the portal. But, I mean, just as far as a guy, I think could play in the SEC for sure, has the arm talent. And, what impressed me about him from what I've read and seen, it's very hard, bro, for you to say leave Michigan State, go to Arizona State, come into a system in Arizona State where they have a quarterback there when he comes in, but he beats them out. Right, so that's impressive to me that you come in 1 year and you be able to pick up the offense like that. So it shows that he has some smarts, good size, good mobility, could make the throws on all three levels. Yeah. So I'm excited about him. I'm excited to have him. I'm hoping, and with our training staff and doctors, and with his competitiveness, and him wanting to get to work. So I'm happy. I'm happy and excited about having Sam Leavitt, and also a kid from Elon.
Landon Clark?
Clark, yeah. I'm happy to have him as well. And listen, any cat that puts some tattoos on his leg,
fine by me.
You got to be a dog.
There you go.
To put that on your leg, because, when I see cats with tattoos on their legs, a little sassiness comes into play. But
it's either prison or sass.
Yeah, so, so I'm happy to see that, he is a baller. So I'm quite pleased with those two guys.
I agree. And I guess the next question is, those two guys, Lane Kiffin's system.
Yeah.
Feels like it's a perfect fit,
It
right?
does, man. It does. They all look like Chambliss, Honestly, in a way, when I watched them over the last 24 hours, they making some of the same plays that he makes, same stuff with his leg. I'm very excited about Leavitt's mind. He seems to be a very, very smart guy. Yeah. It seems that he understands levels through the throws and trajectory. So that's always a hard thing as a quarterback, to understand when I want to put some heat on it, when I want to drop it, when I need to, let it go high. And he seems to, and his off-platform throws are really, really good because he's so athletic. Yeah. He was the best quarterback in the Big 12. And now you come to the SEC, and I think he's, with Charlie Weiss Jr. and also with Lane and with the wide receivers that they've put together, and then you bring in the big Trey Dares and throw them into the mix. I think he definitely has better weapons than he had at Arizona State. And shit, we ain't even gonna talk about Elon. There's way better weapons than
right. I thought the football program was done.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had to look up Elon.
I still don't know where it is. Mars with Elon Musk.
Right. I mean, when you put it in, that's what come in. Cars and shit. So, yeah.
I'll ask you this because of the way the Sam Leavitt situation played out. Mm-hmm. You obviously being recruited, being from Miami, coming to LSU, and you've been through this song and dance. Now with the transfer portal, a little bit different.
Yeah.
But if you were in his situation where you have a coach who is very much courting you, mm-hmm. and then during that courting process decides to, well, maybe I'm looking over here, mm-hmm. and this is and it happens in real time. What would it take for that fence to be mended for you in order for Lane Kiffin to be able to go back to the well and say, no, I guess I apologize, and then be able to get him across the finish line? Because if I'm just looking at it from an outsider's perspective, and if you had told me that Sam Leavitt ended up at LSU after that thing played out, mm-hmm. you'd color me shocked. Mm-hmm. But obviously Lane Kiffin has some secret sauce. So just from your perspective, after somebody that's been recruited before, I have not.
Yeah, or, man,
feelings play a part in it.
It does, because everybody wants to be wanted.
Right.
But I also think that when you talk about today's football, right, with transfer portal, NIL, and these guys being kind of semi-pro guys now, I think that money plays a big factor, buddy.
It was 3, maybe make it 5.
Yeah, I think money plays a big factor. And then especially when you, it's certain, when you're reading a coach or reading a player, we know one thing about Kiffin. We know one thing about Lane Kiffin. He has an ego. We all know that. And it's not just him, so I'm not saying it in a bad realm. Nick Saban had an ego. Ed Orgeron had an ego. All these guys.
Signetti.
All these guys. You have to have an ego, right, to be successful in a way. And to me, if you're Sam Leavitt, and you got to understand, it's not just him. Also, it's his team, right? So when you factor in now his team, and what that does is gives you leverage. It gives you leverage. And, you know, in today's age, you know that you're going to hurt some feelings sometimes when you're a Lane Kiffin trying to make these kind of moves and trying to get these things done. And so I think that, I think he might have been a little bit hurt initially. But I think when it came down to the business at hand of, okay, let's be real about it, Sam. Who's better than me? Who's putting it together better than I am?
Right.
And who's done it better than me over the last 4 years in this transfer portal? What quarterback have I not had that has not been successful? And, I hurt your feelings, but you know what? What did you want? Here's an extra $1 million.
Right.
Let's get it done.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, because when you do look at who was left, Lane Kiffin kind of had to.
Yeah.
Well,
there was not many other options available because we were talking about Landon Clark, fun project. You needed a quarterback, and this was the only one really left on the board that LSU could go get and plug and play, and now your expectations change for what LSU's trying to do in 2026.
Oh, no doubt, because even, over the weekend when I was on Jimmy's show on Sundays. And
Otter?
Yeah, the Godfather. And we were
I mean.
And we were talking about it, and, they was giving LSU, him and Hanny was saying, 35% chance to make the playoffs, right? And this was based on before we knew who the quarterback was, if it was just going to be Clark, right? And so now, what does it jump to now? I said 60-40, you know what I mean, as far as expectations and are we in the playoffs? I mean, especially you expand the field, top 11, we got to be in the top 11, right, in the country somewhere, not at the end of the season, to be able to get in here. And so for me, man, the expectations, and not just, of course when you get a Sam, expect skyrocket. Right. But if you look at the overall haul, and now you turn your sights, you got the quarterback, now what are we going to do in the front with the line? Yeah. And making sure that's solidified, whether it's catching some more guys, building up what you have, whatever it may be. So for me now, it turns to, and always has been, really the trenches, because that's where we're being built. And it's being built the right way. I'm excited about what we got on the defensive side of it. Offensive side, I think, is coming together as well.
What were your impressions on some of the receivers they've brought in? Because it feels like they've obviously brought in a big group. Yeah. From just numbers wise. Yeah. But there's a mix of different guys that are different body types and skill sets.
And then when you think about, I'm excited about the receiving group. Now when you compare them to the guys that they brought in last year, I think that the group last year was a really, really explosive skill group, but we never saw it. Right. I think you'll see the best of those guys once they hit the NFL.
100%.
But to have the quarterback to go with the group, I think makes a huge, huge, huge difference. Unless, you get similar to what you had last year, had a really good group. Because this group that he brought in this year is I don't think it's as heralded, but I think that when it comes to playing and production, these guys have produced. And I also believe that if this kid, Nick Anderson, if he can be that guy that we thought he was going to be last year, second year, but still a first-year system for him, if he can stay injury-free and put him along with the pieces that he has brought in. And I'm gonna tell you, if Eugene Wilson III, if he can stay healthy, talking about explosive, he's similar to Berrien in my, as far as catch a 2-yard slip screen and can go 99 yards like that, right? So, and then you pair him with Trey Dez and the things that he's gonna do with him. I'm excited. I mean, listen, I'm Durham. That was big. I'm glad he's back. I was happy to see him coming back. The 1-2 punch with him and Barry. I think what we're doing offensively, I mean, bro, it's the same thing as last year. It's getting you excited. Yeah. And I can't see a letdown 2 years in a row. You know what I mean? Especially from a guy that with the ego and the track record. That, you in sync with me, dog.
We go.
Track record. That Lane has. And so, listen, I know only thing now that you wait and see is, how he gels with those guys because you're not going to see him for a couple months because of the injury.
And that's what I want to – and I think I asked you about it last week as well, but just now that it's more prominent.
Yeah.
That spring football time period as a quarterback, especially going into a new system.
Yeah.
How important is it really?
It's important.
Yeah.
It's very, very important. When does spring start? When is spring ball?
April?
March,
April, I think. Because it's usually
so we won't see him
game.
until when? May is what they're saying?
Yeah, until summer workouts.
Okay, yeah. So
he'll be able to get some throws with receivers over the summer. It's just not on field.
Correct. So
roll him into the building,
and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's fine. Like even if you're not per se 100% participating in full 11 on 11 or 7 on 7. Listen, bro. The fact that you have all this virtual crap now,
right.
This is where it's really beneficial for a kid like him, that you can't really get the snaps you want. So now you go in the damn virtual room and you make it happen, baby. So it's a lot of time of him spending a lot of time with Charlie Weiss Jr. And because I know, from what I've heard and seen thus far, Lane is a very let his coaches coach kind of guy. And so Charlie Weiss Jr., him having the opportunity to just go through film, and the landscape of SEC is going to be very important for him, similar to it was when Joe first came here from Ohio State, just understanding what this culture is like, because it ain't Arizona State.
Right.
What you're coming to, and building that continuity off the field with his guys, because these are all new guys, right?
Right.
And so bringing them in and getting that continuity going with them, I think is going to be very important. Going out to eat with your guys, bowling, or whatever it may be for you guys to start gelling, and know that. Get the confidence of the wide receivers in him.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So and it's going, and honestly it helps Clark. To be in the beginning, because he's going to be taking the majority of all of the reps, to get caught up. And so it helps him speed up his development coming from Elon to a SEC program. So I think it's good and bad, but to take the good out of it, he gets a chance to get in the film room, get with Charlie Weiss Jr. and start. Clark gets an opportunity to get on the field with the guys and move around a little bit. So listen, bro, I'm excited. I'm excited to
definitely
see him and welcome him here, the Tiger Country, and let him know, man, bro.
I mean, people forget this is what Joe Burrow looked like when he got here.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Not much to write home about.
Also didn't participate in the spring.
That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly right.
Got there as
tub of goo.
A summer transfer, and
that's exactly right.
Was making audibles at the line game one.
But I'm gonna tell you what Joe got that shit that a lot of people don't got though, dog. He got this crap up here, and then he has this cerebral focus that I'm telling you, the only time I've ever seen focus like this was with 12, Tom Brady, and it was amazing to see Tom that way when I first got to the NFL, and also to have the opportunity when Joe first got here to see how he just transformed everyone around him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jamar Chase, Jefferson, them boys were scared of that boy. You know what I mean?
Thank God for football for Joe Burrow, because I don't know what he'd be doing.
Well, he'll probably be on Paris fashion, walking down a goddamn runway or some shit.
No, I think he might.
For real, dog. Because he's not a people's person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't even think Joe be wanting to be at his own football camps.
Oh, I believe it.
For real, bro.
He'd rather be.
But when you talk about, but you're right.
Piano.
Thank God for football, because when it comes to that, I mean, that is what he loves to do. That's his cerebral focus. So I'm happy about that, bro. What is this you're showing?
This is him at Ohio State. They did a tire wrestling.
Tire war.
He beat a linebacker, middle linebacker. Watch this man's tenacity.
I'm not surprised.
No, he's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it a little bit earlier, 6 years ago today was the 2019 National Championship game when they won.
Dog, did you see these people trying to compare the 2019?
Oh, my God.
I was about to ask you.
Are they fucking nuts?
Yep. It made me mad at the TV. I didn't give a fuck about that game. They said that shit, and I was like, what are y'all talking about?
Are you crazy? Like, first of all, don't compare Joe Burrow to Mendoza.
Right.
It's and there's no disrespect to Mendoza.
Right.
He's a fantastic quarterback.
It's just not
disrespect to Joe Burrow.
It's disrespectful to JB. It is totally disrespectful. Don't do it. I understand what's going on with Indiana. I understand, the year that they're having. I understand the margin of victories and all that. But, bro, don't compare that. And not even that. Don't compare that schedule of what you did with that schedule compared to what this man did with this schedule. Because, listen, it's not even comparable. You know what I mean? If you want to compare the measurables like height, weight, and all that, but when you put them stats up beside each other, don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
60.
And the thing is, you kind of water down, you know what I mean, the argument when you throw those stats up there.
Right.
Because just be happy with what you're doing this year, because you're talking about comparing this team to one of the greatest teams of all time.
Yeah.
You're comparing them to the UM team.
Right.
And I don't think you're comparing Indiana to the UM team. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just a bunch of media bull crap.
Well, then that's because Indiana might be cheating. I don't know if you've seen any of these stories that have come out about them.
What happened?
They have some coach that went back to school to be a data analyst, and now they're being able to hack into the cloud of other teams and watch. I mean, you know about this being a former Patriot, where it's a bit it's a bit Spygate-ish.
I catch strays. I'm catching strays.
I didn't do it.
Spygate.
That's what they're. That's what.
Deflategate?
That's what, alleged.
Allegedly. Listen,
But it does
man,
make sense. First play of the game, pick six. Like,
listen,
that ain't that.
this
You
is
can only be so lucky.
Yeah, but this is the thing, though. Like, you still got to line up and play football. You know
Well,
what I mean?
it's nice to know the answers to the test, ain't it, Ro?
It's nice to know what may be coming. You know what I mean? It's nice to know what a might mean. You know what I mean? It's nice to know if you have 4 guys across and they're all signaling which one's the right signal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but at the end of the day, bro, you still gotta go out there and execute it and make plays. And if 0.00001 ounce is out of the football and it helps you, hey, does that really hurt the other team?
You were losing by 40.
Exactly. Did it really hurt you? I could understand if it was 28-21 or we went to triple overtime and every little factor matters. But, dude, you were losing by 100. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now that Michigan conspiracy is a lot worse. It's funny how Tom's connected to this.
Shit.
Tom.
Funny, no, it's 12 catching strays. Let me take that from my boy. No.
He'll be fine.
But
he will be.
Another thing
Great in the booth now.
He's doing a great job.
I know. If they give you $300 million, you'll do a great job too.
And he owns the Raiders.
Sure,
some people have all the luck.
Bro, and it look like he's like
aging backwards.
Yeah.
The pills.
It's just he's living on a different planet.
I gotta go find that box. I still have it somewhere in storage.
CB12 method was right in front of you.
I gotta go get that box, dog.
We'll test it out on Rudy.
No.
Make him live forever. That's true.
That's because you are young, though. But don't you want to look like that when you're 40?
Yeah, but like I'm 20, I look like I'm 16.
You don't. You're saying that to yourself to make you feel better. The more you keep drinking and getting pimples and shit, the more you don't work.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Man, take a shower. Wash your sheets.
I didn't take a shower this morning. Because I could hit you back with like a shower this morning.
But you didn't.
I did.
When the last time you showered?
Last night.
You sure?
I shower twice a day, 3 times a day. Twice a day.
That would sound like he's lying. Twice a day, 3
I
times.
know. I know. Now you're trying to over shower.
Yeah.
You do over shower. Why?
I feel dirty.
He got too much time on his hands. And he's got a roommate.
What does that have to do?
What? Yeah.
You have a male roommate?
2.
Why?
College.
I was in college. I ain't have.
Oh, and he's getting
roommates.
blasted on TikTok.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? What happened? Don't lie to me. What happened on TikTok?
Come on.
My situationship unadded me on Snapchat.
My situationship.
He had this girl that he was talking to, and
what did she find out?
he
She didn't
hurt
do
her-
it for nothing.
He hurt her feelings, and she's been airing it out on TikTok.
How'd you hurt her feelings?
I told her I didn't
Take her seriously.
Oh, you told her you was a player from the Himalayas. That's what you told her?
Yeah.
Did she know that up front when you was talking to her?
No, he lied.
She understood.
No, you no.
She
What?
asked me first time, and I told her like, yeah, you're not the only one. Then she was like, all right, can I be the only one whenever we go back to school? And I said no. And she was like, all
And
right.
then she was crying on TikTok saying, all I want to do is be married.
She what?
She was crying on TikTok saying, the only thing I want to do is be married.
How
And then
long
I
y'all-
got this
How long
boy.
y'all been in this situational ship?
Like 2 months.
That's not long enough.
No,
You're better off.
well, yeah, but bad judge of character.
Yes.
For her and him.
Yes. Y'all in college, dude.
I was looking at the views. I was like, I can't believe this is about Rudy.
Uh-huh.
For real?
Somebody's making a
How
video
many
about
views
Rudy.
was it?
It wasn't like crazy, but it was just the
But
fact
It was both.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4
Oh,
of them.
she
been
made
putting-
multiple?
Yeah, it's bad.
You pissed her off.
Uh-huh.
Did you sleep with her?
That's a lie.
You-
No, I did not. I did not.
You don't have to fall
I would be
asleep.
the first one to say if I did it.
So all of this is going on and you ain't put nothing on her?
No.
I mean, that wouldn't help his chances.
I know. That means you dodged a bullet, my friend.
Yeah,
That too.
Like, I wouldn't be mad about this.
happy. You should be happy.
I think.
My ego, like I didn't even put it on her, and she was like 5 minutes talks about me.
Oh, you have an ego? Yeah.
We all do.
How?
If you know anything about the Sugar Bowl.
Right, yeah. You have an ego.
Bro, I don't know if you know how
guys
this
are-
shit works.
Yeah.
But
You know, you go to the Sugar Bowl and the committee
honest
lets you
with
do whatever
throw
you
for
want.
400 yards.
yeah.
You dodged the bullet, dog.
Yeah, he did. But
Imagine if you slept with her and put that thing on her.
oh my God.
Why would you do that? Why would you jump to that?
Well, like,
No, I'm just saying
why
if
would
you
that be so bad then?
if you slept with her,
You no, I'm glad you didn't.
yeah. What do you mean? Why would that be bad? She's crazy now.
Yeah,
So if you slept with her and she enjoyed it,
you'd be in trouble,
you'll
mister.
be yeah. You don't get it, boy. You got
That-
a lot to damn learn.
Yeah, I know, and I
Stick
try.
around here, okay?
Yeah, I try. I really do.
Please.
He pisses me off. I try to help you.
You hate on me. He hates on me.
Yeah,
Why?
because you make mistakes.
He hates on me.
Telling Rohan Davey about the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, that was not good.
That was funny.
That out of
that was a
pocket.
funny
That
line.
was funny.
For everyone watching, we're sitting here. They're talking about Christian ended up on the sideline of the Sugar Bowl.
He couldn't
a
come to
couple
the
weeks
stream.
ago.
He had bigger
he
fish
didn't
to
come to
fry.
the show.
And Ro
he
did fry
looks at
fish.
and Ro's like, "How'd that work?" And Christian goes, "Well, if you know anything about how the Sugar Bowl works." To Rohan Davey. It is just the craziest line I think I've ever heard.
Yeah, you and me both, brother. I don't even know if you were born. How old are you?
Oh, no, he wasn't born.
He wasn't born.
wasn't
That's
born.
that. Well, we
We know why it was born.
We know why it was born.
yeah.
We got a crew.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got quite
you
the
do.
team over here.
Yeah,
You know
we
what's
do
bad
know
when
why it
I
was
see.
born.
Yeah, you know what's bad whenever I start to feel more normal.
That is true. And I'm gonna tell you, him,
Ain't good.
Mister, it's all the same if you
Self-suck.
jerk off or if you put your mouth on yourself. Like, oh my God! I told my wife that shit.
Yeah,
Like, how is that the same, buddy?
and the confidence he said it with.
Listen, he stood 10 toes down.
Oh yeah,
Now,
catastrophic.
I'm proud of him for standing behind what he believes in. But my God,
Something he can't even do.
He can't even do it, and not just that. He really seems like he wants to.
Oh, he's trying right now
as we speak.
as we speak.
Yeah, we
as
got quite the
speak.
team over here, man.
Yes,
Needs to go to hot yoga.
Yes, he goes to hot yoga.
No, I wouldn't be shocked if he starts trying.
That kid, he's going places though, because I'm gonna tell you now, his brain is awesome.
Yeah.
One of one.
One of one for real. No, I'm serious, bro. When I was sitting here listening to him talk, just rolling off stats and
Oh yeah.
I was
Oh, he
super
knows
impressed, bro. I was
Yeah.
super impressed.
He came in the first day.
We just need him to stick to that.
And me,
Now I'm gonna tell you, Rudy, he had more value than you.
He
I'm gonna
knows.
tell
He's
you,
got,
he has what?
No, And that's why you can't get rid of Rudy.
That's why we can't get rid of Christian.
Point taken. Point taken.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
He's a little crazy. He's a little crazy.
And Christian, that's Christian's excuse.
Right.
Well, I don't have that.
If I had that, he would love me more.
You know anything about it?
Oh, my God.
Speaking of Fernando Mendoza.
Yes.
Who?
Fernando. You know what he eats?
Mendoza.
So his pregame meal is?
Who?
Fernando Mendoza.
What he eats?
Dino chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese.
What the hell is Dino chicken?
It's the chicken nuggets in the shape
Kid
of a
cuisine.
dinosaur.
Where does he get those?
They make them for they're frozen. You get them from Walmart in the freezer. You pop them in.
So he eat frozen chicken
yeah,
Nuggets
and mac and cheese for every
He eats a
game.
kid's meal.
every game?
Every game.
Hey,
It's
man,
working.
If it works for hell, yeah. I mean, listen, bro. Everybody got their thing. If that's what works
What
for
was
you,
your pregame meal?
Jerk chicken.
unfortunately not. No, my pregame meal, I actually ate real light. I always wanted to feel light as possible because I was really fucking big as hell. So I always wanted,
on the scale,
to
get
feel
off the
like it
scale.
was nothing inside of me.
Right.
So it's like whatever the protein was and like veggies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's it. My weirdest thing though, and this weirdest thing was like my music, and it'll probably surprise you.
Luther Vandross.
No, bro, Kelly Price.
There you go.
Big Kelly Price. But it had to be at certain points. Like coming from the hotel on the bus till I see the stadium was Trick Daddy or Tupac. Right? And then so
That's
that'll
God
get me
intended.
hype. I'm walking in, I sit.
Right.
But then when I get out of there and I'm getting in the locker room, I gotta mellow out
There
with
you go.
big Kelly Price and get in my zone and looking through my playbook and stuff like that. And then once I go out on the field, back to Trick or Tupac.
Right.
And that was it.
Get the
That's your
energy
moment
back
of
up.
zen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
locked in, yeah.
What was it? Did you have a teammate that did something that you were like,
Well, no, when I got in the league, it was crazy that everybody just worked out.
Yeah.
Like New England, they worked out before the game and greased up. You know what I mean? The look powerful, you know, whatever they did. But I didn't see no like weird rituals. Tom used to like work out and like get on the Stairmaster and stuff before.
well, Bill did too.
Yeah. That was. But I never seen like
Because I
nothing, you know, crazy weird.
like that.
That
I'll give you two
the Dino
nuggets.
nugget. Yeah,
That's childish.
Yeah.
But if you
It
have a
works.
good game, I won the Heisman.
yeah,
Yeah,
it works.
yeah.
It works.
If
It works.
It works.
It's frozen nuggets though.
Yeah. But there's something.
And I mean-
there's something to him.
Oh no, he's off. He might be like him.
It's
the same thing.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He's a little.
Except he's putting it towards how to break down a cover 2 defense and
And you want that with a quarterback. That's
you
right.
do.
That's
And I'll
right.
tell you
Why
what,
it's
he can-
focusing his powers on
That's
something
right.
else.
He can throw the hell out of a back shoulder.
That's right.
throw.
That's right. That's right. I mean, listen. If you want a quarterback with no, it's
That's
it's
what it
benefit
is,
for
yeah.
a quarterback.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Hell
Give me
yeah.
that or give me Cam Newton. I don't want anything in
Yeah,
between.
Yeah.
Either be the best player in the sport
Yeah.
or be a little.
Yeah, I take it.
Yeah,
I take it.
it's working.
Yeah, well, listen, bro, it works for him. And the way they freaking dismantled Oregon, Lord have
Don't
mercy.
they're cheating.
Right. Said it was cheating.
Guys, cheating.
They dismantled Oregon, bro.
And Alabama.
What's the line with? No,
7.5.
They're favored over Miami.
that's a good line. That's a good line. I'm gonna take the U still.
There you go.
I just don't know how you could bet against Indiana, even at 7.5.
I don't care.
I know that. I mean, you just bet.
I'm-
This is a heart play.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. 100%. I'm not even thinking about nothing else. 100%.
Yeah.
100%,
Couldn't live with
bro.
myself.
100%, bro. But you know, it's a great storyline though, with him being from Miami, playing at Columbus. His damn
Right.
dad played with Cristobal and all this. I mean, it's a great storyline. But I'm gonna tell you, something is wrong with that kid though, because you know his interviews. I watch his interviews. It's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like his interviews are different.
It's like you
very
put Kirk Cousins and Andrew Luck together. He's a nerd,
That's very good.
Very cerebral.
That's very good.
And like this boyish behavior.
That's very good.
Yeah.
It's almost like a childish behavior.
Yeah, and a bit of a nerd.
It's like a childish, giddy, you know what I mean?
Nothing to hate.
Look, not bad at all.
No, but it's interesting.
Very interesting. That's a good way to put it. Very interesting. Not bad, though.
No.
Not bad at all. You know what I mean? And
I let him do my taxes.
they got to bust. Miami got to hit him.
Oh, I think that's what they're talking about.
Miami got to hit him.
Yeah.
And, you know, they talk about his ability to run and all this. I don't think he's.
But that's what's crazy. He's 6'5", 225 pounds.
Yeah,
but that's not what I see when I look at him.
No.
He's okay of a runner. He's not
Yeah, no,
a
he's not
great
crazy.
runner.
He'll just do it.
Yeah.
He's there. He'll do
He
it.
does whatever it takes to win.
Yeah.
But, you know, their team, man, Indiana's team is probably, you know, hats off to their freaking coaching staff,
Oh,
bro.
my gosh.
Because when you talking about a team ready to play, when you talk about a team that,
Prepared.
bruh, everything that their coach, I love their coach too. You heard we said, I'm just ready to go.
Why does he know where the camera is all the time?
Yeah,
He does.
He does. And speaking of
very in
Signetti,
tune, bro.
And shout out somebody in the chat called. I think it was
mm.
Nate. We were talking about Elon. Kurt Signetti was the coach at Elon years ago, before James Madison.
That's
He
right.
was the Elon coach. There's your little Elon
Interesting.
fact.
Interesting.
What is he? I'm telling. There's something to this little story.
What story?
Indiana?
Yeah, there's
The
cloud. They're taking
the
place
cheating?
from the cloud. I mean,
So what are they talking about? What is he doing?
because look,
So he went back to school.
to be a data analysis. They have a huge data school in Indiana. I didn't know this either. Mark Cuban, funny enough, that's where he
Well,
got
he's an
his start.
alum.
Right, and guess what? He made his money on the internet.
Yeah.
And so they have a huge internet-based, like, major that you can get in data analysis.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was a coach, went to go get that degree, came back and coached again.
Yeah.
And now they're accused of hacking the cloud, where you can look at teams' practices that are all saved on a. Like when your phone, like out of storage, it goes to the cloud. That man can get to your cloud
So he could hack into
and know what you're going to play the first
Oregon's
15.
cloud.
And screen first play.
Hack into Rudy's cloud.
Ohio State screen picked off. It's very interesting.
It is very interesting.
Who's accusing them of that?
The internet
Oregon?
Just the internet.
and the announcers.
What announcers?
The guys in the booth, they said it feels
Really?
like, yeah, it feels
like
like
you know the
Signetti
plays.
knows what the play's going to happen before it does. It's like, it's a bold accusation.
Yep.
If that comes out, whatever. Right? Do you care? 3
So
years
there,
later?
so there's actually some traction with this?
Oh, it's, mm-hmm.
Really?
We'll see.
Well, I mean, if it's some traction with it, you got to pay attention to it.
That-
That's
I
for
am.
sure.
I mean, I love a
if
good
it's a
conspiracy.
first play interception
Now they can't do it.
against Miami, like, and it's like, okay.
Well, I
wait.
mean, they're probably going to throw it to Tony.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can probably figure that out.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of attention. He's going to get a lot of attention.
Yeah, it'll
I mean,
be-
Beck's probably going to get picked off 2 times.
You think so? Well, listen, Beck.
They trust him too much sometimes.
Beck
He gets-
could give you an opportunity, though, but I hope he continue to play, man, like he's been playing, just continue to play football.
They just
He's done
can't.
a
One
good
thing
job.
Miami
Job of
can't
his
do
life.
is if Mendoza puts a ball in harm's way,
They got to pick it.
they've got it. They got to finish.
Yeah,
the interception.
exactly. So it has 6 picks in the last
Right.
game, bro. So, yes, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Because he doesn't do it a lot.
right. He doesn't. Just like Chambliss doesn't.
That's right.
He got like what 2 picks on the year?
Yes, and they should have picked him off at least 4 times.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's
Like ball in hand.
no
Yeah.
doubt.
Like
so
that,
I
like,
agree.
like
Yeah,
wobbling around.
yeah, all that bull crap. So I totally agree, man. Like
Yeah.
the key to this game, bro, with this thing with Indiana, Miami has to stop them from running the football.
Yeah.
They got to stop Indiana from running the football. If Indiana run that damn football, they're in trouble. And, you know, it's this big thing about, you know, we only have 3, 4 stars or 5, no stars on our team
Right.
and stars. Let me tell you something.
Cheating.
They've all got 4 years of experience. Like they're not high star out of high
They're
school.
old. They're
But
old
they're
team.
old shit.
They're
That's what I'm
mature,
saying. They're a
experienced.
mature team,
Yeah.
and that it's just like if you have in college basketball, if you have freaking a team of 5 seniors,
Right.
and you're gonna go far.
12-5 under.
Not only are they more experienced,
You're
mentally,
physically.
they're also bigger. They've been in
Yes.
the program.
Yes.
You mean see what Josh Williams looked like after 6 years? At LSU?
Exactly.
Freak.
It's a different level of physicality
Right.
when you're so much more mature than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, Indiana, I understand this notion of, y'all don't have star, y'all have this, y'all don't have that. But, I mean, look, dude, y'all have a couple receivers that's like 4-year starters and came from other programs. So it's the same thing with the transfer portal when you talk about y'all have guys coming in that were good at other places. You know what I'm saying? It's just that y'all don't have the magnitude of everybody else.
Right.
But this is what I would say to that. There comes a point in a game where that 5-star or whatever against that no star, that 5-star going to do them bad.
Right.
And that's just what it is when you talk about from a talent standpoint. Because I guarantee you're not putting none of your linebackers or safety one-on-one against Malachi Tony.
Right.
And he's a freshman.
They've never seen Malachi Tony in their life.
That's what I'm telling you. So you can say whatever you want about this and that. You're not going to live singling up one-on-one coverage against that young man.
4'6", 4'2".
Not happening.
Yep. I agree.
That's
100%.
where why the game is intriguing.
Oh, man. I think, if Beck's the key to this. You understand? He can't throw the damn deep balls out of bounds, right? He has to.
Give him a chance.
Yes, bro, and you got to hit some of these deep balls. You have to give him an opportunity. You can't overthrow some of the guns by 10 yards, and then it's landing out of bounds. Then if a guy's coming across the field, you can't throw the ball up the field.
Right.
It's just things like that he did in the last game, in the passing game, in the 15, the intermediate, the deep ball throwing, that it pees you off as a coordinator, as a coach to see it. Because, listen, if a guy has a step, he's open.
Yeah.
He's open. Give him an opportunity, especially in this game against these corners.
The spread on FanDuel has jumped to 8.5, Indiana.
Oh, wow.
I'll take that.
So
Still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take what I don't care what it is anyway.
Yeah, there you
Buy
go.
a dime, take it. It don't matter.
Bro, we appreciate
Show
you.
bet?
Oh, yeah.
I bet you. I'll take Indiana money line.
Taking that, baby. Yeah. Indiana? No. I'm not taking Indiana. Sure,
Hey.
Indiana.
I
Indiana
will.
getting no love from me. None. I want them disappointed and crying.
Well, I mean, they all got
back.
to, at some point, they got to get a real job. Because you talk about LSU, it's like you're going to look up and see all these people in the league.
Right.
You ain't going to look up and see anybody from Indiana in the league.
Not too many. Not too
Mendoza, and that's about that.
many. Yeah, not too many. Our receiver's pretty good, but
He does throw. Mendoza has the ability to go far hash, opposite sideline.
he can sling it, man.
And
he can sling it.
Oh, what was the numbers? Red zone last 2 seasons for Mendoza.
This is cheating
37 passing touchdowns, 8 rushing touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
That's impressive.
It's impossible.
That's impressive.
Dog.
But that said,
You on with this cheating thing?
Yeah, it's starting to
I
make a
could
lot of
tell.
sense.
I could tell
Oh,
because that's
these numbers right here.
That's
I mean,
an
what
incredible
What are we even
stat.
talking about?
Come on, buddy.
He's doubling them up on touchdowns and yards
Come on, buddy.
against
60.
tougher competition.
Oh, no doubt. Not even close.
60.
That's what I'm saying. If you put them in the same gauntlet that Joe ran that year,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
those 3,000. That's what I'm saying. I have no idea why they do this because it's not.
it's
even
not good
close.
for Mendoza.
It's not.
60.
Whenever he sees that, he should be like, guys, please take that down.
Stop
Yeah.
talking about this, please.
Yes, take that down. You're disrespecting Joe Burrow.
Just let me enjoy.
Pass me
this.
my damn Dino snacks and my grilled
Playbook.
cheese or whatever. Macaroni. Is the macaroni and cheese
Kraft.
Probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody in the chat, Ruby Rodriguez said, for Mendoza to catch Burrow, he would need to throw for 20 touchdowns and 2,000 yards on Monday.
Be a hell of a game.
That'd be quite the performance.
It should, but I mean, I don't. People try to stretch and pick up what you can to try to compare,
course.
especially where we are in this season. So I don't know if they're trying.
Well,
to
they're running
say-
out of shit to talk about because
but
it's 30 to
like
nothing.
But why put
But
that up
it ain't
there,
that.
though? You know what I mean? That's
Let's not even talk about
disrespectful. Yeah, don't even talk about that. Why we even put that up there and trying to compare the 2 seasons?
Right.
It's nowhere near the same.
Not at all.
Dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Well, Ro, we appreciate you making your way in this morning.
Yes, sir, my friends. You know that.
Obviously, it's always fun to
Chop
talk
it
and
up.
hang out, chop it up a little bit. We will talk to you again soon. And, we'll be right back with more Tingle & Co. right after this.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Martin has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, we appreciate everybody coming back. We appreciate Ro making his way in the studio every time. It's always a blessing. Always a blessing. And it works out the best because Ro's here with the microphone. You can hear him loud and clear. Can't hear Christian, right? So you just get
the best of both worlds.
Yeah, there you go.
The thing is, poor Ro genuinely is trying, like, he cares about you.
He does.
I'm taking his advice. I'm not lying to him. I promise.
Yeah.
I promised him.
But you disappoint him a lot.
Disappoint a lot of people, you know.
That's true. Yeah, clearly.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Add to the list. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on this Tuesday morning. We're going to close out. We're going to go 13 for 13 today. And I still, Christian, I can't believe. Let me pull up Rohan Davey Sugar Bowl here. As if you know anything,
about the
Sugar Bowl, Ro, as Rohan Davey broke the Sugar Bowl record for passing yards with, let's see, what was it? Let's see. Where are his numbers? Record-setting fashion. LSU won its first Sugar Bowl since 1968. It was 31 of 53 for 444 yards and 3 touchdowns to earn the Miller Digby Award for the game's most valuable player.
He might know a thing or two about the Sugar Bowl.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Man, I got you. If you know anything about the Sugar Bowl.
All right. Really?
Well, they're talking about our shirts. This was some of the test merch. We tested out some merch. Let us know what y'all think.
Oh.
That shirt's way better than mine.
You like this one?
That wouldn't go well on me, though, because I'm not as big as you.
Yeah, I like that. See, that's why I tested this one out for me, because the little boxy fit.
And if you want some retro merch.
Yeah, well, it's got the throwback. All right, let's see what we got here on the Athletic Connections.
The Pit.
The New York Times.
What?
Oh, on guard.
On guard. On guard. Sabres. Pissed. Epe.
We've got Bill Parcells, Bill Self, Bill Russell.
Bill Cowher.
And Bill Cowher, yeah.
And the Bills.
Nope, not the Bills. Bill Self.
Bill Hinkle? Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
The Islanders. The Mets.
Bills.
And the Sabres, I guess. Bang.
I thought the Sabres were like in Cleveland or
They're
something.
in Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Tennessee.
Let's
Foil.
see. I would assume Epi, Piste, En Garde. This all feels like the fencing. Palestra, Pauly, Hinkle.
Piste?
Something like maybe.
All right, let's think about that. Hinkle is on. Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. Sam Hinkle. The Pit.
The Pit, I feel like, is
the show, or the name of an arena.
I think it's like the.
Where
that's fencing.
Yeah.
The Pit, En Garde, Epe, and Piste. Not Palestra. I think it's the one on the left. Piste.
We're goofing around now.
Yeah. We got one left. We're gonna calm down.
Foil.
Glimmer said the 4 on the right are arenas.
The 4 on the right.
Pit, Palestra, Pauly, and Hinkle. These 4.
We can't. Well, let's be serious.
They are being serious.
Okay. I wasn't, and now we're in the fucking pit.
I know. Let's do it.
This would get Dardar off the hook.
This would. It's all right. Send it right here.
Oh.
W.
Good
job, guys. Good job, chat.
Good job, chat.
We knew it was fencing. We just don't know fencing.
Exactly.
We don't know anything about fencing.
Dardar's still on the hook.
Yep, still Dardar.
God.
It's about time to get him back in, huh?
Yep,
Yeah,
getting ready for
baseball
baseball
time.
season.
You think he's enjoying himself?
Yeah, have you seen the chain he's been rocking?
Did you got that tire yet?
I don't think he got the Tiger yet. When is Wyatt back on? I don't know. Wyatt just texts and says, I'll be there tomorrow.
And they doesn't show up.
Oh, Ellen DeGeneres.
And?
The dude from,
Yep. I see him.
NSYNC.
Oh, Christoph Christofferson.
It's definitely Ellen DeGeneres' face.
Yeah, pervert. Right?
And it's the guy from NSYNC.
Grace King grad.
But I don't
New
know his
Orleans
name.
High School. No longer exists, though. It's now Bonnable. Same school as
the dude
Danny
from NSYNC.
Granger.
What's his name?
Lance Bass. That's the other one.
Joey Fatone.
Yeah,
Fatone?
Joey.
Fatone?
Joey Fats.
Ellen
Fats.
DeGeneres
I knew
graduated
it was NSYNC.
from the same high school as Danny Granger.
Ah. I'd rather be Danny Granger.
Me too.
Yeah, facts. At one point, the most accurate field goal kicker in NFL history.
Idiot kicker.
This 2 times All-Pro Colts kicker missed a game-tying field goal in the 2005-6 divisional round as the Colts lost to the Steelers.
So they want you to guess Vinatieri, but it's not him.
him. It's the idiot kicker.
Yeah, because Adam Vinatieri's not a 2-time All-Pro.
And he
He's
wasn't
like a
playing for the
20-time
Colts in
All-Pro.
2005, 2006.
He's playing for the Pats.
He was the Patriots kicker at that point.
It's the idiot kicker. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
Noah Tingle, I'm horny.
Mm-hmm. Is that a chat, or are you just talking?
No, yeah.
Mike Vanderjack, that's it.
Yeah,
He
Gage,
was a
they
drunk.
did. Bonnable did give y'all BTA. Second round of the playoffs. Remember that.
Marcus Seaman.
Finished 3rd place in the 2021 MVP voting into the season with this American League team before signing a big deal with
The Rangers?
before signing the deal with the Rangers. So it was the team he played for before
The
Rangers.
Blue Jays, huh?
Yeah.
The BJs.
Marcus Seaman and the BJs.
Sounds like a guy in a band. Marcus
Seaman and the BJs?
and the BJs.
I don't want to see that performance. Robin Lanier.
Yeah, they blow.
Oh.
Good one.
Yeah.
Goaltender Robin, yeah, whatever. Christian?
What fucking... Oh, this is hockey.
This is hockey.
I got no idea.
We'll wait for the chat. For the chatski.
Message therapist Justin Tucker.
Message
Message
th-
therapist.
You mean massage, Gage?
Yeah, Gage.
Oh,
Gage
poor
is spelling
Gage.
everything
It's okay,
wrong.
Gage.
He also spelled Bonnable terribly.
Well, he's got bad memories with Bonnable.
Oh, they touched him?
Second round of the basketball playoffs, they spanked him.
Gage played basketball in high school?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I don't know this. Miramar. Oh,
Florida.
Miramar. Yeah, Florida. Doo-doo-doo. Cereal, come on. Typically in boxes with a white colored top and its name in green letters, this plant-based cereal, rare varieties like maple, waffle bites, cinnamon harvest,
Honey
and
bun,
blueberry clusters.
cluster, the
Apple Jacks?
No, dude. A white colored top and its name in green letters.
Apple Jacks?
No.
Honeybees, honeycombs.
Nope, that's not green letters.
Green letters. Green letters.
Blueberry clusters.
Green letters. Green letters.
It's not
Green
helping.
letters, white colored top.
Oh.
And my dad eats this cereal. It's like the healthy, stupid, it's
Raisin
the best.
Bran.
Nutrigrain.
It's something like healthy like that.
Kashi.
Gosh dog it. Yeah, my dad enjoys the kashi.
Kalshi.
Before,
Not Kalshi. Before Blackish, Tracy Ellis Ross had the lead role in this CW sitcom that followed a group of female friends from 2000 to 2008. I know who Tracy Ellis Ross is. I don't know what the name of the show is.
Not my specialty here.
This show sounds awful.
Why?
I don't want to watch it. I don't like the CW.
Thank you, Chef. You're the best.
Thank you, Chef.
Girlfriends.
Oh,
is what
who'd
it's
have guessed?
called. Yeah, I mean, what a genius name.
Yeah, I've explained the last one.
Movies. After The Wedding Singer and 50 First Dates.
I
Adam
hate Drew
Sandler
Barrymore too.
And Drew Barrymore reunited this 2014.
Not
rom-com.
attractive.
Is this the one where
Spanglish?
they're divorced and then they both their families they went on a date, didn't go well. Both of their families went on like a joint vacation. what was it called? Like merged, something like that.
I would never watch.
Blended, that's what it was.
Nice, nice.
God, I knew the movie. I've watched it not that long ago,
Ugh.
actually. This singer-songwriter hits in the 1990s with songs
I'll be damned.
I Could Not Ask for More, and Solitude.
Just go with it. Thank you, Hunter Hall. She's something about her face.
Who, Drew Barrymore?
Yeah, I'm sure she has a disease or I'll get in trouble. No, she was good looking in E.T. Phone home.
She was how old in E.T.?
We're the same age.
Sure.
E.T. would be funny if it was Pull My Finger. Drew.
That would have been funny, like just for a funny scene. Like if
Yeah.
he stuck the finger out there, like.
And they hit the shit out of him. If you had E.T. now, like if somebody found one, they'd beat the fuck out of it. Bully him.
Does anybody know this song?
Great movie.
CVO Girlfriends was fantastic on mute when I was in college. Anybody know this band? This singer-songwriter?
Mac Morrison.
Did you watch it with the captions on?
They just didn't.
He had no Netflix, probably.
Who is this person?
Edwin McCain, Johnny.
John McCain's estranged son, Edwin.
Yes.
W.
That
John
one,
McCain,
yes.
war hero.
Wasn't he a false?
Yeah, false prophet.
False valor or what
Yeah,
was it?
stolen
Stolen
valor.
valor. Yeah. J.D. Vance as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not get political.
He was a chud. Come on, he wasn't doing much.
Well, the couch.
Yeah. He did do the couch with
Did
potato
that.
chips.
That's real. That's embarrassing.
His wife is not from here.
E.T.?
No, J.D. Vance's wife.
Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on this Tuesday. We'll be back with more Tingle and Co. tomorrow morning, 8 to 10 a.m.
Oh,
Hunter Hall, LSU men's hoops has 2 big games at home this week. How many games y'all go to and how many will y'all win?
10.
Hopefully they can beat Kentucky tomorrow night. Matt McMahon better hope.
I'll be there.
We'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll talk about it tomoror.
Nah.
See y'all then.
I don't want to.
You have to. He's just laughing at himself, dude.
Your dad would be proud that you're no longer at the home.
Yeah.